I just want to sit with you and converse with you, connect with you, enlighten you, teach you, and learn something from you. Madam Merkaba, I'm so grateful for your love and your support. It means so much for me. You've been with me through many, many things, silently and publicly. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my light. Madam Merkaba.
That's where I can see far.
Bam, 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 bam. You guys, this is a very serious video and topic that I want to talk about. Okay. And I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I need to get something to eat. Okay. Not even trying to rhyme. Come on, come up in here. Jolly L, J, honey, come on in here as always. Yes. It's so important that we keep our mental health up. And I want to say that I take my mental health very, very serious to where I will isolate myself from person, place, and things before I let people cause me to do things that are illegal, unethical, and just downright stupid. Okay. And I think about everything thoroughly. And of course, that could be, a trait of mine. Geminis are very analytical. We like to process things. And going into this, I wanted to put a keyword up there: triggers in mental health. And mental health triggers refers to something that affects your emotional state, often significantly caused by extreme overwhelm or distress, or by causing, excuse me, extreme overwhelm and or distress. A trigger affects your ability to remain present in the moment. It may bring up specific thought patterns or influence your behavior. Just a little side note. As I said, when you level up, and I wanted to bring this to you guys because I'm like, I know people out there that are watching, they probably go through this, they're probably dealing with this. And I always tell you guys it's okay to leave people where they're at. It's okay to cut people off. It's okay to start over, start a new chapter because this is your life. And your sanity, your peace of mind, your contentment, and your happiness is more important than any friendship, any relationship, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, best friend, coworkers, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of jobs out there. You could relocate to another part of the world. The universe have everything set out for you. Everything that you're wanting and that you're needing is right there. So, as you're elevating and your mind is changing, things have to pop out, right? Things have to come back. Things that you thought you let go in the past, things that you thought you may have resolved, shows right back up. And you have to confront it. You cannot run from it. You have to confront it. So in the past, I told y'all the story just very slightly because I'm really gonna keep this video under 30 minutes tonight. And you see, too, I'm losing my voice and shit, honey. Yelling over talking stupid people and shit. You know how that goes. Okay. But anyway, so either way, 2012, okay, is when my life started pivoting and I would say excelling, okay, really excelling, okay. 2010, I knew something was going on, something, great was coming along because I started, escorting and I started meeting certain people. And I was just like, damn, if I have the potential to attract these things in my life, then it's about my mind and my heart, right? And Geminis are already in their minds, right? They're always in their head, they're intellectuals. So to be in your heart space, for someone who's, an intellectual um, person, individual like Geminis are, it's a little hard to be in that heart space all the time because, of course, emotions throw everything off. So 2012, that's when I got my first own apartment, bitch. No roommates, nobody around me. And although I was changing out of that relationship, I was now introduced into other relationships, right? And what I mean, that relationship, a friend of mine, okay, I started to transition out of, I started realizing we're not really as close as we used to be. Things are changing. Like I'm saying, I want to get my own place. I want to grow, 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 grow. And they're saying, I want to be a bum. I want to get high all day. I want to live in a garage. And I don't really want to do shit with my life. So I'm like, maybe I could try to change them. And that was my mistake because as time went on from 2012 to 2014 is when we really stopped dealing with each other. We became more resistant to each other to where things got nasty, y'all. Like things got so nasty. I remember I got a very large sum of money and this motherfucker was not in my life and he actually, saw, I don't know how because it wasn't on my Facebook. I blocked his ass, but he got wind or caught wind that a bitch had came up on some money. And the motherfucker was talking shit. Like the bitch got this money, but the bitch can't get a car and blah blah blah. Just going on and on and on and on, y'all. And I'm just like, why does that matter though? Like if I have money, if I have my own place and I got roof over my head, I got food in my mouth, and I can get what I need to get, why does it matter if I don't have what you think I should have? I'm comfortable, I'm happy, I'm content where I'm at. And the car and stuff will come, and it did. The car came a year after that, but still, it will come when I'm ready to get my license because I had a very traumatic experience. I told y'all this story before. I was in a car accident that almost killed me. Okay, it was very, people could not believe that I walked away from that life, from that car accident. My life was spared. So that accident traumatized me to where I was afraid to drive. So me getting my car, regardless of when I got it, was an accomplishment for me because I got over my fear of driving. And anybody can tell you who knows me, I was afraid of even getting in people's cars. I didn't want to get in a back seat. I didn't want to get in a front seat. If you made a left turn, I'm grabbing onto the seat and my seatbelt. Like I was traumatized. And so for this person who was my so-called best friend to kind of, throw jabs at certain things, already knowing what the trauma was and stuff, it was just like mind blowing for me. So I started meeting new people. And just so happened, y'all, because this world is so small, he knew a transgender who's a well known transgender. I didn't know this girl, never heard of this girl prior to this time of me meeting her. But he knew of this girl. And to make a long story short, he liked this guy. This guy was not into him or a trans woman for that matter. But somehow, some way, this guy became very fond of me. Okay, he's an Irish guy from New York. I won't get into the name and all the good stuff. And he became very fond of me. And I think that's what kind of put the fork in our friendship too, because this gay guy wanted this man, and this man was not interested in men, and then like I said, even trans women for that matter. But he grew to like me because I'm not the stereotypical transgender person. Like our conversations are not going to be about what people, I don't know. It's different. Okay. And so either way, this motherfucker got jealous and was like, you would never do this and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, y'all, I end up meeting this transgender person. I've heard about her. They've talked about her. Never seen her. I knew her as another name. Okay. Coming to find out, y'all, I get into this group on Facebook, and one of the girls from the group was like, "Hey, let me introduce you to this person. This is like my mother, my godmother, or some stupid shit." And y'all, we end up becoming like so-called friends, right? We were like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then I'm like, who the fuck is this girl? Because I thought someone said her name was, we're gonna say Diamond. Okay, I thought someone said her name was Diamond, but her name was really Jessica, right? And so I'm like, that's crazy. So anyway, we got to know each other, you guys, and we kind of like motivated each other to get our shit together, to do what it is that we're doing, blah, 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 blah. Make a long story short, they wanted me to pretend that I was a post operative trans woman for the sake of people on this website to like us or want to be, I don't know what it was. For me, I was not interested in on those in the online people unless you have money for me because I've been about my money. I'm still about my money. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. So if you didn't have the money for me, I was not trying to deal with you. But these people were trying to fake the funk just to get some internet dick. Okay, that's it. No money, no real commitment, just some internet cam sexing, beating off, sending dick pictures type of shit. And I was like, bitch, I ain't lying. Bitch, I'm a transgender woman. I didn't give a fuck. And so these people became bitter because now they're like, well, if they're all trans and she's pre-op, why are they dealing with this pre-op trans woman? So y'all, we had kind of had like a love hate relationship. I tried to overlook the minute things because I'm like, we're all different. Me being a trans person, I never had any type of trauma in my life that dealt with my transgenderism. I was not kicked out of my house. I was not molested. I was not forced into prostitution. So that was these people's stories. So I'm like, I'm gonna look past the little minute things that we have that are different and still put out there that we're all the same people. We are trans people in this, heteronormative world, and we're trying to survive the best way we can. And then when it started coming around that these bitches were doing scams, I said, "Oh no, 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 honey, I got to start backing up out of that because, bitch, I be damn, I be damn, I'm gonna be a stereotypical LGBT person." Make it a long story short, um, things started getting funny because one of the girls was also, a black and Latina mixed trans woman. She became very envious of me because, I'm not going to go into any of that, because people are going to think that's my opinion. But the numbers don't lie. Going into clientele, going into sites, they were on this site for all these years. They never were promoted. I got on this site for 6 months and I was being promoted as one of their leading models. So they already was like, oh hell no, fuck this bitch. So anyway, these bitches just start being hateful towards me, y'all. Very competitive, which I took as masculine, and that's okay, right? But I took it as masculine, and I'm like, well, these people are acting like they're so post-operative transgender, but they're so masculine, right? They're competing with me like we're on a football team together or something. It was just weird for me. It was uncomfortable. I was cringing, right? It was just a weird, uncomfortable situation for me, and it was overstimulating my nervous system, y'all, where I was very uncomfortable. I was very stressed out. To even where these people were involving other people in on certain things, and they were like bullying me like, bitch, when I got on cam, let's say YouTube, they found out what my YouTube channel was. They were coming on a YouTube channel. When I went on to another adult site that was supposed to be across the water in London, they found me on that site and they start trying to antagonize, trying to do fucked up shit. I still maintained my composure because I said, baby, you're not fucking up the money, so I don't care what you're doing. But then one of the girls got upset and they actually told the cam site that I was doing something that I wasn't doing, and the campsite like showed the shit, and I was like, yeah, that's not me. And they're like, well, it looks like you, and I'm like, yeah, that wasn't me. So anyway, y'all, they were basically I couldn't be a veteran on that site. Going back, because I'm not gonna give play by play the experiences, y'all, because it was very traumatic for me. I got over those experiences, hence why I'm not in jail. Okay, and I'm definitely sober. Okay, hence that. But fast forwarding, I grew up. My mentality grew up, my experiences grew up, my dreams that I had and aspirations were being fulfilled. I was just leveling up. And these people, they were leveling up too, but they were leveling up in a sneaky way. Like they were paying for magazine covers, they were paying for interviews, right? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But if I'm going to get accolades? Am I if I'm gonna get rewards and awards for me being who I am, it's gonna be based off of them wanting to seek after me. Not me saying, let me look up this magazine and see how much they want me to pay them so I could be featured in it and make it seem like I'm doing something because numbers don't lie. So if you're so, extravagant to where these magazines are seeking after you, then once again the followers will be there. Once again the money will be there. And so I just started paying attention to things with these people, like making it seem like they were these girls with labels and Louis bags and all this other good shit all the time, right? And then noticing, like, wait a minute, but they said they're only making $1,500 a month. So how are you getting labels with $1,500 a month? Like, it just was not adding up to me. So like I said, I started stepping back even more. And I guess they started seeing that I was stepping back. So it was kind of like, so this bitch must have got on, must have hit a lick. And they were trying to figure it out. And they couldn't figure it out, y'all. And what kind of put the straw, what would broke the camel's back, the straw that broke the camel's back, is when this so-called person who was cool with me literally was on a recorded call talking shit about me and laughing with people who did not like me. Now, allegedly, she was laughing at what they were saying, but it wasn't about me. But I literally heard her repeating to the enemy what I told her privately on my phone line that was only between her and I. So when I confronted her about it, she was lying still and she didn't know I had the recording. And when I played the recording, she gagged. And so I said, yeah, this bitch is untrustworthy. I cannot trust this bitch around me. And if I cannot trust you around me now, let's say something happens in the near future, in the future, where I need my privacy. Now you're in my circle, and now I can't trust you because you're a liar. And you're not lying about minor stuff, you're lying about major things. And that's scary to me. And so I cut her off. Now, fast forwarding, guys, it's been years. Okay, since this time, 2017 to 2022, I've leveled up 10 times, doing my thing, living my life, making sure that I, keeping everything up. And literally, y'all, 2 days ago, the one that always lie started giving this storyline of I bought a house. I invested 100K. I A B C D E F G, and I'm like, okay, this is allegedly, because I don't believe it. Me knowing that you receive government assistance, you cannot buy a house. You cannot buy a house getting welfare. Like, honey, like, show me in what state, in what county, in what country that you're going to be able to buy a house on welfare, getting Medi-Cal, getting Medicaid, stuff like low income. Please show me that. And so either way, I'm just like, whatever. So I guess the girl got upset because I was not believing the stories. And then she started attacking me and start going into, well, I want to see you do it. I want to see you make it, blah, 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 blah. So bitch, all the shit came up, y'all. And it was just triggers for me. Like it over exalted me, y'all. Like I was so irritated and so like emotionally just overcharged that I was just shook. I'm just gonna keep it there. So what really got me together, y'all, and I'm just gonna say this because that stuff is very small. I kind of want to give y'all a background of what it was, but that's very small. Fast forwarding, I deal with very little bit of people because of privacy, because of people, me not being somebody, but people trying to get in my business, people trying to keep up with me. Where am I getting my money from? How I spend my money? Who am I dating? Who am I? That's none of your business. Okay. You're not in my house. That's none of your fucking business. Okay. You know what I tell you. If I don't tell you, you don't know. And so I only deal with certain people because I'm like, okay, well, I feel like I can trust these people and I can confide in these people and I can vent. But now I'm like, no. Now I'm going to be using only certain avenues. And I encourage you all, only use certain avenues and certain sources to vent to. And these are just some examples. Your psychologist, if you have a mama or a daddy, your journal, and that's it. When it comes to friends, when it comes to people that you're cool with, they are still human. And regardless of how much they love you, no matter how much they respect you, they could just not be in the mood. They could just be like, yeah, I don't really want to be bothered with this today. They could just be like, yeah, maybe bipolar shit. Maybe one minute they're into hearing drama, maybe next minute they're like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm already focused on my own shit. I don't want to deal with this. So either way, to prevent you from, taking it personal, especially if you're a very sensitive person like me. I'm very sensitive to energy. And also, we're just going to keep it at energy. The energy you give me, I know the energy. And you could play the role and say, I did not mean it that way, but that's exactly how you meant it. Because if I was to ask questions on how you gave it to me, you're going to get the way I interpret it is the way you gave it to me. I'm not a fool. I'm not stupid. Okay. And so, like I said, to prevent that, I encourage you to do those sources. If you're in a relationship with your mom or your dad, a good relationship with your mom or dad, vent to them. Going into your therapist, your psychologist, your psychiatric, whatever, psychiatrist, whatever, psychologist, counselor, vent with them. And if not, bitch, do your journal. I'm literally starting a 30-day detox, y'all, as of yesterday from person, places, and things that may possibly trigger me. I told y'all before, I've been in anger management, not because I'm a angry, hostile person, but that's in my lineage. My family will shoot first and ask later. And I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to go to jail for assault and battery. I didn't want to be that person for, beating somebody up so bad that I go to jail for attempted murder. Like, that's not what I wanted for my story. And so when I'm dealing with people that are possibly not unhealed and they're giving me energy, once again, they're stirring up triggers for me. And these are triggers for me, or triggers that I walked away from years ago that I don't want to relive. And so, like I said, what brought me today to share this with you all and to encourage you once again to keep your distance from people. Anybody, anything that's going to trigger you, get you out of the present moment, because like I said, I was in that space. I dealt with these two individuals years ago, stopped dealing with one of them. I guess this the other one, I don't know if she's for sure schizophrenic, but one of them is definitely bipolar. She's been diagnosed by a doctor, a psychiatrist, that she's bipolar. So now I'm really like, damn, so her logic and reason's not even there. So now I know when she's trying to argue to just hang up the phone, because mama either is not on her meds or something else is going on. And I don't want that energy around me. And dealing with, like I said, those two people. And then last night, one person's living in a trailer park. And I'm not saying it's the cut in, but somebody lives in a trailer park. Somebody still has like $75,000 in debt. She had to pay an attorney to erase that debt. Just all this little bullshit, bogus that shit. But she had the audacity to throw shit up in my face like, well, why are you making payments on our car if you this badass bitch? And I'm like, well, maybe I want to make payments. Maybe I want to make payments. Maybe that's what keeps me sane and makes me not want to go spend my money on things I don't need. Maybe that's what keeps me drug free. Maybe that's what keeps me alcohol free, because I'm thinking about, wait, I got a car payment I need to pay instead of me going to go buy a sack of fucking weed. Like, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm saving up my money to buy me $1 million mansion next year. Like, you don't know a motherfucker thing because I don't put you in my business. And so I was just like, yeah, this person, there's some really tea. There's some tea here. So y'all, today, fast forwarding go all the way to today. Okay, we're getting very close to 30 minutes. Six minutes, honey. And of course I'm gonna read the comments if there's any. But today, now when I was in the heat of the moment, I was able to call somebody, okay, humbly and respectfully, because y'all, I'm expressing, not repressing, okay? It's important to decompress and it's important to express and not repress, because repression is what caused people to throw up shit months and weeks later. Well, my feelings are hurt when you said that I was stupid. My feelings are hurt when you said that I was too big for this outfit. Weeks later, months later, So expressing allow you to release that so you can sleep at night. Once again, keep your mind stable. So you're not going through manic depression and all this other bullshit that the world try to put on you, and anxiety and all that. So today, like I said last night when I was dealing with all the mess, I called somebody to kind of get questions from, and I kind of vented a little bit too, like, okay, I just needed clarification because they were the only ones that was not in the situation. So, like a level headed, right? She wasn't no there was no dogs in the fight. So it wasn't like, well, this is what I think you should do. It was like really a level head situation. Today though, I wanted to kind of not vent, but kind of hash out something that they brought up last night, right? Something that they brought up because I'm gonna tell you guys something about me, and if you need to, you can do your research on Gemini, Cancer, cuss people. If you're into, tapping into spirit stuff, you can ask your spirits anything about anything that I'm saying right now. But even going into that, people are people, and it's important to court people. When you're becoming friends with people, it's important to get to know people based on their personality and based on their likes and dislikes. And when something ain't right in the water, bitch, it's your time to motherfucking go. It's your time to go. So going into me, I'm focused on nothing but my money. I'm focused on nothing but my sanity. Okay. Everything else that comes along with that is beautiful, it's great. Everything else that want to fuck that up, I will cut it off. No questions asked. Anybody who know me in real life, you will know that. If you don't know me in real life, I'm letting you know that now. I got no problem cutting people off because bitch, every day people die, okay? And every day people are born. So baby, it will be eulogy, okay? With no questions asked. Yes, we'll have memories. Yes, I'll think about you, but bitch, I'll keep it moving. Okay. When it comes to anything going against my sanity and my motherfucking money, which I use to survive, which I use to make sure that I'm good, I'm not gonna spend my free time gossiping about shit that is pointless. That does not mean nothing to me. I'm just not gonna do it. And so either way, if I'm calling you, and you should know this about me if you've befriended me for all these years. If I'm calling you and I'm telling you something, it's clearly based off either something that we talked about together or something that you brought to my attention. And if you don't know, you're going to know now. Okay. And that's what I'm not holding anybody, nothing against anybody, bitch. I'm just like I said, I'm doing my thing. We're going to keep it pushing, keep it moving. And bitch, in 30 days, we'll see if the energy is still there. If it is, bitch, you got to go. I got to go. I got to go. You got to go. Bye. No tea, no shade. And that's for anybody. But I called today to kind of express once again something that we talked about last night that we ended. We were not completely done with it because I needed to get clarity. And I stated that on the phone that I needed to get clarity. But I called today to express myself, and literally I was shut down. Whether it was intentionally or accidentally, I was definitely shut the fuck down. And I definitely took it the way that it was given. And for a split second, you guys, this is where your strong mindedness coming at, your spirit, your meditation, your positive thinking, your affirmations come in. But for a good 30 minutes, I'm like, bitch, let me call my phone company and change all my numbers. For a good 30 minutes, bitch, let me block and delete everybody that I felt some type of way with in the past 2 years off of all my social media, off of anything where they have access to my private personal energy. Like for a good 30 minutes, y'all. Once again, going into triggers. It says right here that triggers affects your ability to remain present in the moment, and it may bring up specific thought patterns or influence your behavior. So very, very quickly for 30 minutes, bitch, and it was exactly 30 minutes. It was almost 31 minutes. But for 30 minutes, I almost said, bitch, all I need is people that truly support me around me. All I need is my fur babies. All I need is my family and friends who, regardless of what they're doing, bitch, just like with me. And I'm gonna say this. I'm that person that rather die for people. I could be going through my own shit and you will never know it. I could be dealing with some shit to where it's like, okay, y'all, I'm in this very uncomfortable situation right now because I do overthink some things sometimes. I do. Once again, being a very hypersensitive person. But I'm going to put aside, okay, once again, Geminis don't like small talk. Geminis don't like shit that is pointless. I've set up and I've had conversations with people about shit that meant nothing to me or nothing to them. Maybe because they have a lot of free time on their hand, maybe because they need an escape. I don't know. That they're into certain topics and they felt like they wanted to talk about the certain topics. But once again, me being that friend, me being that sister, me being that spiritual whatever, personally, y'all, not a paid situation, because when it's paid, it's a whole nother story. When you're paying for my time, when you're paying for my energy, it's yours. When it's for free, bitch, it's a motherfucking privilege. So I've had conversations with people about shit that meant nothing to me, shit that was pointless, shit that whether or not Cardi B was a man or not, that doesn't pay my bills. Whether or not, like I said, just shit that is hearsay, she said, I've listened to that stuff. Even when I went in the mood, there's times where, bitch, I was in that frequency of manifesting. When I say frequency of manifesting, I say, bitch, I'm not talking with nobody, dealing with nobody or nothing that's talking about money problems. They got a bill that came up, they got to pay, none of that. Or even if I get a sense of struggling energy from you, I'm not fucking with you because, bitch, that's not living in the spirit or the energy of abundance. And life is abundant. So when you're not living in an energy of abundance, okay, or abundantly living, or the spiritual of abundance, like I said before, if you're not in that energy, you're in the energy of what? Death. You're in the energy of what? Stopping that bag. You're in the energy of what? Not manifesting. And I don't want that near me. Okay. I did not move all those miles away from my hometown to fucking fail at anything. Okay. So it's like I've put up with that. And to basically, like I said, not maybe it wasn't intentionally, but to get shut down, like, bitch, I'm doing something else. Okay. Well, bitch, I'll keep it moving then. Bitch, I'll call to say hi and bye. To have any type of conversation, you may not be in the mood, and I'm not about to say, bitch, are you in the mood today? Because, bitch, there's times where I wasn't in the mood that I didn't want to deal with nobody. I had 3 readings in one day and 2 fucking consultations. That's 5 people. Not to mention my everyday shit, bitch. Maybe I had to call the cable people, be on the phone with them for 4 hours. Maybe I had to be on the phone with my sister or my mother or my best friend, and they talked about their shit to where I'm feeling emotionally worn out. But I still picked up my phone. I still put that to the side and I still listened. Even though I thought the conversation was bullshit, even though I thought the conversation was mean shit, even though I thought the conversation was pointless, I still listened and I still gave my point of view. But like I said, people don't give that back to you. People don't share the same energy as you. And that's why it's important to, when you level up, to keep it moving. Sometimes when you relocate, sometimes when you get a new job, sometimes when you get a new life, it's meant to leave the people that you know in that old life where they're at. And that's no teeter shade to anybody. But sometimes that's what it's meant to be. Maybe that's what it's, sometimes it's, that's what it's about. It's about starting all over. Kind of like when, somebody go through divorce or marriage, and that has nothing to do with their hair, but they'll shave their head off. And sometimes that's important. Sometimes you need to do that. So once again, that's where I'm at right now with people, places, and things. And I encourage my people out there too. Once again, if you have a sane mind, okay, even if you don't, let's say you were diagnosed with bipolar, excuse me, hiccups and shit, bipolar, any of that, even if you were diagnosed with a mental instability, or a mental, issue or whatever the hell y'all want to call it, I don't want to be offensive. It's good to keep your energy to yourself. It's good to, once again, deal with people that are willing to exchange energy with you. Yesterday was your date event, today is my date event. We're playing hot tamale. It's hot, you get it. I listen, I help you decompress, relax you, bam, bam, give my little input to keep moving. And I'm gonna say this too. People don't talk just to talk. I know I don't. Bitch, I don't talk just to hear myself talk. I don't like the way I sound. That's why I don't record myself and go back and listen to my recordings. Just like with videos. I don't record videos and I don't go back and check the videos. I don't listen to my videos. I don't like the way I sound. Okay? If you don't know now, you know. So I don't talk just to talk. So if you think for one motherfucking minute that I'm just gonna call you just to let go of something to not get feedback, Oh yeah, honey. Like I said, bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with my psychologist. I'm gonna keep talking to my mama. I'm gonna go ahead and invent to my spirits when I'm in my spiritual intercessions. I will use that time to motherfucking vent. I'm not calling no person, no man, no woman, nobody to say a motherfucking thing to. Another thing too, bitch, keep about your motherfucking business. Y'all think y'all got some business now? Y'all didn't really get no business. The business I'm saying now, girl, 50 people already know. So this ain't no business right here, honey. Okay. But I'm just saying, bitch, sometimes you gotta keep it pushing. And people really try to get you out your element. And like I said, it may not be intentional, but you start thinking about the energy that you give, like, wait a minute, honey, wait a minute. But there's times, baby girl, where I was getting a bag and you wasn't getting a bag. And I'm literally, while I'm getting the bag, put basically not really focused on the bag to listen to you. So wait, what exactly are we doing here? And I think too, I wouldn't answer my phone. When I don't want to talk, I don't answer my phone, honey. There's no picking up no phone and say, ooh, ooh, bet you get your money too. And then bitch be like, yeah, I'm not feeling it today. And of course, this was not stated. I want to throw it out there too. It was not stated. To me, I'm very good with reading between the lines. And to me, I always tell people there's two things I go by. If I ask a question and I don't get feedback or you act like you're not listening, I know you're not paying attention and it's time to go. For two, if I'm stating something and you're assuming instead of asking, like a good example, I found out today that, you know, I'm going to get a line of credit so I could buy a $250,000 house. And then the person you're talking with responds and say, "Oh, well, I'm glad that that's where you're going with that and I got to go." To me, that means you didn't give a fuck cuz I would say that if I didn't give a fuck. I would say no tea, no shade. Bitch, I would either act like I'm not paying attention or I would be like, oh, well, that's good for you. And keep it moving, bitch. Bitch, and when I care, I engage. When I care, I communicate back. Communication is a two-way street. And like I said, and it's for anybody, I said that's why I'm doing the 30-day fast. Bitch, get to know me. Read about me. Bitch, if you don't know me, ask me questions. Use these 30 days to ask questions about me. How do you feel about this? What topics are sensitive to you? None are. It's just how you deliver this shit. That's when I'll take offense to something. How you deliver. Like I said, if you're giving me the energy raw and direct, I'm gonna take it raw and direct, and I'm gonna respect that. You're giving it to me subliminally and fakely and phonily, bitch. I'm gonna take it as I say, oh, bitch, this bitch is fake, and you're gonna get it back. But spend this time getting to know. Spend this time courting. Get to know. Well, I know from the past they don't like when this happened. I know from the past they don't like when we're on the phone talking and I'm doing other things. You're damn right I don't. You're damn right I don't, bitch. Why am I gonna call somebody who's not paying attention? Why am I gonna call somebody who's doing other shit? Uh, the fuck, I call my mama. You're damn right I don't. Oh, I forgot that. No, you didn't forget a motherfucking thing. And then what people like using too, when I don't like about that bullshit, when they tell you that you're too nice or you're too friendly, and it's like, give me one example of that niceness or that friendliness. Because I could be respectful, I could be cordial, but I'm not that fucking nice. Bitch, because nice would be somebody gonna disrespect me about me and I'm gonna let them do it. I'm gonna let them play on my face. Being nice is letting somebody misgender or do whatever the fuck they doing personally, and I'm be okay with that. Being nice is that somebody gonna tell me right to my motherfucking face how I'm gonna spend my motherfucking money. And I told y'all before plenty of times, I have driven 2 hours to locations to pay for a service, and I was rudely told to wait, or I was rudely disrespected in any way, shape, or form, any way I felt. And bitch, I got the fuck up out that business and kept it moving. So being nice was I would have said, well, I did drive 2 hours. Let me just sit here and deal with this shit. That's being nice. So it's like, no, no, honey, being cordial and being respectful is not considered nice. That's just you being cordial and respectful. Okay. Being nice is being nice to me. letting people disrespect you, walk up on you, mistreat you, treat you like you're a second class citizen, treat you like you're nobody, flake on you, lie to you. That's being nice to me. To me, that's what nice is to me. Okay, friendly and nice are two different things too, in my opinion. Okay, friendly and nice are two different things. Like I said, people be really, really nice, and they be letting people be disrespectful to them. That's nice. I'm not nice. Bitch, you disrespect me, bitch. I'm letting you know to your face that you disrespected me and I didn't like it. And I'm keeping it pushing. I'm not gonna say, well, I'm just gonna let that fly because today I'm in a good mood today. No, the fuck it. No, no, that's not how that works. Because when you're nice, people take advantage of you. People take advantage of nice people. And then I start thinking about that. Like, this is why people are disrespected. This is why people are treated like they're nothing. This is why people are treated like the help. Because they're like, yeah, she's not gonna mind it. The fuck out of here. I bet you they won't treat me like that because they know I will mind it. Honey, do you mind if I cut you? Yes, the fuck I do mind, honey. I've been in this line just as long as you've been in this line. You got one item, I got 20. It doesn't matter, baby. I came in the store. I've been in the store for a whole motherfucking hour. I've been in line for 30 fucking minutes. You've been in the store for 2 minutes, so you trying to get the fuck up out of here. I wish I could get the fuck up out of here that quick too. No, the fuck you cannot cut me, ma'am. Sorry. And some days I am nice. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Friendly. We're gonna say friendly. Some days yeah, go ahead, you could. But bitch, don't you ask me because I'm gonna tell you no. The audacity of these people. So, like I said, honey, to keep my sanctity, to keep my energy pure and uplifted, and to keep my spirit in that manifesting cycle, I'm choosing to disconnect, detach, okay, and definitely detox from certain energy. And this is going to be definitely a probational period for a lot of people and a lot of things. Because, bitch, we will not be tolerating this shit going into 2023. I will not be tolerating ignorance on any level. I will not tolerate people that are choosing to research things but not really giving things based on factual evidence. And then I was also told by somebody last night too that we all lie. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I ever tell you something and you think that I'm lying, please call me a liar right then and there. Don't wait. Don't assume. Don't assume that I'm lying and that well it's okay because I lie too. No, fuck that shit, bitch. Okay, I live my life as authentic and truthful as motherfucking positive. That's what keep you in a spirit of manifesting. When you're a liar, when you're a deceitful, when you're a deceiver, what they call a decepticon, when you're something that it's the opposite of manifesting, nothing comes to you but bad luck. Nothing comes to you but bad luck. That's simple. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving, honey. Okay, come on in here. Gia, yes, honey. Come on, Air Boost. Come on in here, Jay. Come on in here, Julie. Come on in here. There a correlation between the pineal gland and the angel, the archangel, angel Michael. Wait, okay, I read that right. I'm like, wait, archangel, angel Michael. Okay, so how would I say this? I would say yes, but I will say no. And we actually have a class on angelic magic, Air Boost, where we go into that. And I be very mindful of that too because I sometimes like I try not to talk about stuff that we have in classes because I don't want people to be like, damn, I paid $100 for that class and you just gave out the information for free. So I try to be very, 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 very mindful of that. Okay, there we go. There we go, honey. Okay, come on in here. Dreams, the second reality. I know that's right, honey. The astral world. Come on in here. Greenies, like, come in here. Obsidian crypt. Yes, honey. Ow. Yes, take. I want crab ragoons. Well, listen. I actually had some Chinese food. I actually bought some Chinese food, honey, that I'm gonna pick out on right now. It's vegetable chow mein, fried rice, orange chicken, level 4. Okay, level 4 means spiciness, and I got some sriracha sauce, and I poured that shit up on it. Now I'm on this, really, really, strict calorie um calculation. I should be on calorie, um, carbs, sodium. They want you to look at everything protein. I don't really look at all that because once again, that's a little too much for me. That's too anal. I do make sure I do not consume too much carbs. You cannot go over 80 grams of carbs a day. I do make sure that I keep my sodium intake under 1,000. I do make sure they say 1,200 calories. Yeah, for almost, I want to say almost 2 weeks now, my calorie intake, if it should be 1,200 a day, what is that? That's about a good, what, 9,000 a week? Uh, yeah, I'm probably meeting 5,000 calories a week. Yeah, I'm probably meeting about 5,000. Some days I'm doing 800 calories. Some days I'm doing 1,000 calories. Some days I'm doing, 570. But I'm not going over 1,200. So that's why, we're getting it together, honey. Look at that. We're leveling up. Ow. Dreams will reveal many truths as well, all the time. All the time. Going into me, honey. Going into me, Obsidian Crypt. Okay. Going into me, Obsidian Crypt. I tell people that I am an energy interpreter. On top of that, I'm a dream walker. What that means is that everything that I deal with is revealed to me in the dream. And sometimes it'll look like somebody else. That's why I have to question. Okay, well, I had a dream that my mom was telling me about this person, but she don't know that person. So what energy is that that's telling me about this person? So anyway, I pay very close attention to that. And like I said, going into this 30-day detox. I used to do a lot of things, y'all, that I noticed that I stopped doing because I wanted to be more people. I just wanted to be more people interactive. Like I was that person that used 2 days a week to socialize with people, y'all. 2 days only a week. That was Friday and sometimes Sunday. All the other days, baby, I focused on me, myself, and I. If I wanted to meditate, if I wanted to, whatever I wanted to do, I did it. But after that, like I said, I started wanting to become more people friendly and more, let me deal with people more because, maybe I'm missing out on something. I ain't missing out on motherfucking thing. Outside of motherfucking triggers, outside of motherfucking bullshit, users, liars, cheaters, conniving ass people that can't be truthful about their experiences. They want to make it look like they're this and that. And it's just like, bitch, just be you. Like you pay your bills. Who gives a fuck what people think about you? If you are a bum, if you are a nobody, if you came from nothing, if you barely became who you were 2 years ago, like who cares? You have nothing to prove to nobody. And I just hate that people think that they have something to prove, especially to me. You don't. You don't have to prove a motherfucking thing to me, just like I don't got to prove a motherfucking thing to you. I told y'all before, and I will tell you this again. There's two people on here regularly that contribute to me a lot. And when I say contribute to me a lot, they've bought $5,000 bags for me. They sent gift cards over. They sent whatever. I'm not gonna get into that because I'm not a boasting, bragging person. But there's people that have literally done things and thought about me. And when I have shared with people, like, oh my God, I can't believe that this person bought me for my birthday a $6,000 bag. Wow. And then they had the audacity to send me $6,000 in cash. Like, wow. Like, this is shocking to me, right? This is shocking to me to experience this lifestyle that I'm experiencing. Like, this is shocking for me. I was that bitch, like I said, that came from nothing. I was that bitch that where my mama once again had 3 jobs to make sure that we were good. Bitch, and we wore the same shoes and all that shit, bitch, all school year. Bitch, I'm that bitch. So to have people to say, you know what, I'm thinking about Mystic. To have people say, I'm thinking about this person. This person mean a lot to me. This person have changed me, and I just want to show my appreciation. Like to me, I'm grateful for that, and so I want to share with people that I think. I mean, I'm grateful for. I appreciate what. How would I say this? I celebrate their accomplishments, the one that they do have, whether it's a little or not. But on the flip side, people will be like, well, how do I know she didn't buy this for herself? Well, if I did, bitch, it's still a $5,000 motherfucking bag, bitch. Mind you, bitch, you know that I have two fucking cars. Mind you, bitch, you know what I do. So it's like, if I did buy me my own bags, bitch, that's $5,000 on a bag every other month. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Do you have the money to get you a $5,000 bag, a $4,000 bag regularly? Do you have the money to say, oh, bitch, I need me some new shoes. Let me go get some Jordans. Anytime you need some new shoes, or are you still rocking $80 shoes from factory to you? I'm just saying. And I'm not cutting anybody. I'm just saying. So it's like people will then try to flip and be like, well, it could be any place you get that money from or getting these items from. Bitch, it's legit. It's legit. It's legit, bitch. It's legit. There's receipts attached. If you need to see the receipts, there's receipts here. Okay, there's receipts, and just because somebody doesn't fancy you enough to buy you something like that, bitch, don't get hateful towards me. Maybe you would do those type of stunts, bitch. I'm not gonna do that because I don't give a fuck. Once again, validating. I don't need you to validate my femininity. I don't need you to validate my badassness. I don't need you to validate my goddesshood. Bitch, people do that for me. I don't need you to validate that. When you think I need you to validate my experiences, it's because you need me to validate yours. And when I'm not validating yours, now you're like, yeah, let me keep my little distance. I can't. Go ahead, stay over there, then, bitch. I'm sleeping good at night. Anyway, one night I dreamt of a monarch butterfly. The next one I saw a monarch butterfly on the television. Oh, no, that's right, honey. Also, monarch butterflies is also very creepy. They are a symbolism for things are coming to an end. So I'm even sure, Obsidian Crypt, that when you saw this monarch butterfly on the TV the next day, that some type of change happened in your life because they deal with major transformations. Believe it or not, once again, butterflies are considered symbolism for death, right? You're the caterpillar, you cocoon yourself, which is the dying out process, and then they transform into a butterfly. They fly, on the other side. So just something to kind of think about. I had the same thing with a friend's girlfriend. The girlfriend is trying to escape her now too. Oh, I know that's right. A bitch. I'm telling you right now, honey. I'm telling you right now, Joey. I'm telling you right now. Times are changing, and if you don't change with the times, you're gonna get left behind. And I'm telling y'all this right now. Don't let nobody say, bitch, you're too into yourself. You're too this and that. Because I told you all this before, going into narcissism, going into, oh, well, yeah, she's too into herself. She's conceited. She's a narcissist. And I'm like, no, with narcissism, there's mental illnesses that come along with narcissism. I have a psychologist that I can surely say, hey, you know, how can I introduce you to a friend of mine to where they know or someone so they know what it is or whoever, whatever. There's going into narcissism. There's other things that contribute to that. It's not just somebody who's thinking that they're the shit because maybe that person been through some shit to where they survived that shit. Now they think they're the shit. That's a totally different thing. They'll think about, bitch, you being a narcissist. No, that means that, bitch, even in your delusion, you think you're the baddest thing walking. I don't think I'm the baddest thing walking. I never said that. I don't think that I'm the richest, the most powerfulest. I never said that. Narcissistic people, okay, narcissists, they definitely think that they're the baddest, that they're the highest, that there's nobody greater, nobody better. Like they really believe that. That, it's because I'm black, it's because I'm white, it's because I'm a woman. Like they really think that they have this delusion of grandeur. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, bitch, I know that I'm not the best, but I'm the best to me and my people. That's all that matters. Bitch, I know I'm not the shit to everybody, but in my world, I am. To me, that's all that matters. I have to see me, baby. I have to look in the mirror. I have to go to bed with me. I gotta smell myself when my shit stink. It's me. It's somebody else. So at the end of the day, baby, that's what it comes down to. Like I said, narcissists will be like, yeah, I'm the baddest bitch, and you're sleeping in a hotel. I'm the most powerful bitch, but you can't manifest $10,000 to get your new car and get whatever it is you're trying to get. I'm the best at what I do. I'm leveling up. I'm this, I'm that. But it's like, okay, but don't you want to? Didn't you say you wanted to, take a trip to Hawaii? Why haven't you manifested that trip to Hawaii if you're the greatest, baddest? Like that goes into narcissism, in my opinion. I like to say you do your research on what the fucking narcissist is, honey. It's definitely some mental shit with that, honey. Okay. Yes. Happy your birthday on YouTube name. It brings back fond memories of when I first found you. And I come on here, Ada Boost. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. You better, girl. Yes, honey. Ow. I know that's right, honey. Joy, Wisconsin. I saved up and bought some land there and had a trailer home built. It's awesome. I know that's right, honey. Come on in here, trailer home. Yes, girl. We love us a newer trailer. Don't you be Obsidian. Was it a 2001 trailer that you had put? No, but. Ah! Oh wow, New York here. Yes, honey, nice. I've always wanted to go there, see Manhattan. Uh, I wish I would have went to the Auntie Wendy show. That would have been nice to see Wendy right there in person, honey. I would have made sure I dressed just like her too. I would have went to her website. Oh, that would have been a gag, y'all. Make sure I got her wig, got up on that show set right there in the audience. They would have been like, "Who this girl?" Bitch, I'm here to see Auntie Wendy because I love her. Yes, honey. That's Auntie, honey. Yes, honey. Yeah, Mystic, don't tell her anything. She's out to get you. When I had my assault last year, it was because somebody telling my enemy my secrets. You said it. Well, see, that's how I stopped fucking with her. And I though I say this too. And I told you I was gonna be a 30 minute shot. We are going to time. So listen, an hour and 15. Okay, for real. We're gonna stop at 1:15. Going into that, I really, really, really um when people are doing good, I genuinely I'm happy for them, even if I don't know them. Girl, there's people that got new cars and new houses, and I'm just like, yes. Like, ooh, because every time I deal with someone, I think of me being in that shoe, right? If that was me, what would I do? And the same thing when it comes to my clients, when it comes to spiritual work. I think about your situation being my own, and that's why I get the shit done. It's not about, well, I don't really care about that, blah, blah, blah. You know, that's her. She got to deal with that. Let me go to do this work half-assed. No, I think about, well, if this was me and I was needing this type of help, what would I do? Or what would I want someone to do for me? And that's what I do. And so going into, like I said, this person, they're very successful. Although they've paid for some magazine interviews and stuff, it doesn't matter. They're verified. You know, they have a verified account on IG. They are established. You know, they're on many platforms doing their thing. So I still salute their success in whatever it is they're trying to succeed as. But personally, I'm not a fan of the person, and that's why I say too. Like I can like the business side, I can like the persona, but I don't gotta like the person. And that's the same thing with a lot of people. Like I told you with Beyonce. Beyonce, the artist, I don't know her personally, but Beyonce the artist, I'm not really a fan of. But from what I can hear about in her poems and stuff, I'm like, I could probably get along with Beyonce. We could probably really chill and have a good time. She seems like she's very, go with the flow. I consider myself an alpha female, so I don't think that we'll be fighting over that because she's not alpha. Okay, Mama is very much, she can get along with anybody. She can submit when she needs to submit. So anyway, so I'm like, I don't see us, bumping heads. But anyway, so with that person, like I said, I do keep my distance. I don't trust anybody, and I keep telling her this: if somebody give me something, that's why I'm doing this 30-day detox because I'm like, wait a minute, things have not sound right to me with certain people the past few months or year. It just didn't add up, and maybe during this 30-day process, I'm going to reach out to one of the persons and kind of tell them how I feel, because something did happen, and I was just like kind of blown by that. Once again, I do believe people are people, but I was just kind of like, whoa. Like you could have just said, I don't want to do it, making up excuses and lies and all the good shit as if I need you. And that's nothing too. People think that I need them. Like I'm a very hardworking person. I'm a goal oriented person. And when I set my mind on something, nothing could stop that. Nothing could stop that. So I don't need people to think that I need them because I don't. There's billions of people in this world. I will make it happen one way or another. So, like I said, when people, have to lie, oh my God, this person needs me, so I want to lie so that I don't end it. No, baby, we can just end it right here then. Because, bitch, you can't be honest with yourself or with me, then you're untrustworthy. And untrustworthy people are the ones that will rob you. Untrustworthy people are the ones that will set you up. Untrustworthy people are the ones that will be your enemy. Bitch, you're now, oh, well, I got all her secrets. I was friends with her for 10 years. Let me tell you the whole rundown. That shit right there, that's what untrustworthy people do. And that's a snake. And I'm just saying this right now, bitch. Never mind. I'll probably incriminate myself. Anyway, yes, I'm learning not to be triggered by people in circle. Right. Right, Edibles, listen, you got to keep your distance, girl, because listen, me being a hypersensitive person, I try to be like, no, that's their trauma. Let me not be phased by that. But I connect with it. I connect with it. And now I'm shook up. Now I'm like overwhelmed, jumping and shit, like, ooh, what's going on? Oh my God. And it really takes a lot out of me. So that's why I said I'm keeping my distance. Maybe people will find their way in these next 30 days. Maybe they'll decide, hey, I don't want to be friends with this person or whatever the case may be. It's totally up to them. I'm not holding it against anybody. Like I said, I just want to be me. I want to be happy as much as I can whenever I can. And I want to be at peace. That's all I care about. It's contentment. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. Bitch, if money has stress with it, bitch, you can keep that money. If I gotta be popular and old in order to be popular, you need people to, well, listen, you can keep that popularity. You can keep that. I don't want that shit. And like I said, that's what keeps me sane. Going into anxiety, I told y'all I suffer from anxiety. I don't take medicine for it because I don't need to, because I know what to do to stop me from being anxious and stuff. Once again, me disconnecting from person, places, and things stop me from being so anxious and suffer from anxiety. And it's bad, y'all, because you really start to like hyperventilate when you are in that anxious state of mind. You can't breathe. You're like, oh my god, trying to take off your wig and shit. You think your wig is suffocating you and shit. So, like I said, I know what to do to keep that shit at bay, but I don't want to deal with people, person, places, or things that are gonna trigger that personally. Business wise, girl, we done. We ended. I do my thing. I disconnect. Friendship and shit, girl, that's relationship, girl. That could be for a lifetime. So imagine me dealing with someone or with things that are gonna trigger me for the rest of my life. No, that can't happen. No, that can't happen, boo boo. You can stress over there with your own shit. You could be okay being the stressor. You could worry yourself until you throw up blood and shit. I'm not doing that shit, honey. Been there, done that. No, thank you. I don't want no ulcers. I don't want none of that shit, honey. High blood pressure, migraines. No, thank you. You can have that shit. Okay. Said again, people put their focus into other people and other business too damn much. You said it, bitch. I'm good, Jay, learning and growing. Edibles, I heard that we get into our best selves. Wait, what? Edibles, I heard that. Oh, okay. I was like, what? You getting into your best selves? What? 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 I heard that. Oh, no, she didn't. No. Oh, We listen. We ain't airing no panties on no damn internet. Uh uh. Uh uh. Uh Oh, what if you just stop talking to friends because, to be honest, you just don't know how to keep a good conversation with them that holds your interest. To be honest with you, that I think people that are intellectual, and I'm not calling people that are not stupid, okay, because I think that stupid could be many things. I think that intelligent people could do stupid shit. I also believe that intellect is not intelligence. I want to say that too. Intellect just means that you're always thinking, you're always processing something. So people that are intellectual tend to make better decisions in life. People that are intellectual tend to, I mean, there's a lot of plus and negatives to it. So going into that, I will definitely say that. I think that when people, not even just being an intellect, but I do notice that people that are intellectual, they don't like conversations that are not interesting. I tell y'all, that's kind of why I'm single. I really do feel like, my partner in life is not going to be an American. I really do feel that because Americans do not hold my interest, especially, no, shade to anybody, but Black Americans and white Americans. My partner is not going to be a Black American person. Because, like I said, I'm just not a fan of the culture and the attitude and the lack of knowing and wanting to get to know self and not really giving a fuck about self, but you want other people to care. And that's no shade, that's no diss, that's just from what I've observed. So like I said, yes, little small talks does not excite me. If our conversations are going to consist of only soul food and only things that we know of, then I'm bored, and you can keep that with somebody who's boring like you. If you're talking about that you love Mexican food and you love eating Argentinian food and you love this and you love that, like that shit excites me. And I'm down to have an interesting conversation. I'm down to be around. So, like I said, going into intellectual, like you love to have your brain worked, you love your mind worked. And I get bored easily. I get very bored easily. I don't know if that's just a Gemini thing or that's just a me thing. Like I understand that life is so short. We have 100 years on this planet, and I would hate to think about spending 20 years of my life because up until I was 17 years old, I had parents that dictated what I did and how I did it. So I spent 17 years of my life doing things that I didn't want to do, but I had to do because my parents wanted me to do. Let's think about this for a minute. So I spent almost 20 years, that's 2 decades, doing things that was not for me. I only have 70 years, and if you want to get into stats, 50 years to live out my true fucking potential. So I don't want to spend my everyday life thinking about and talk about things that means nothing to me. Fear mongering topics, things that are just keeping me stuck in a box. Like I don't want to think about those things. I don't want to discuss those things. Going into simple mindedness and stuff. I keep telling y'all that everything is about mind controlling and keeping you in check. I don't want to live within that. There's something. Oh my God, what is that guy's name? Wayne Dyer. Wayne Dyer. I used to watch Wayne Dyer every morning, early morning, y'all, too. 4 o'clock in the morning, he would come on PBS every morning, y'all. Wayne Dyer, and literally there was something about a house for sure. It was a multi-roomed house. And all I remember out of that whole conversation, because bitch, I zoned out. When he talked about this shit, girl, I zoned the fuck out. But there's one thing I remember is that we're in a 100 roomed mansion. Oh, come on in here. That has a big backyard and a big fucking front yard. Oh, come on in here. And not to mention there's a street that leads to this motherfucking mansion. Oh, come up in here. But yet we're trained to be in only one of those rooms. And we're taught that when we're born into this one room. And the only way to leave this one room that we have to die. Now, once again, we're taught and we're told in order for you to leave this room, you have to die. And so, with that being said, people live in this room. People stay in this room. And the only way of getting out, they think that it is they have to die. Going into what Wayne Dyer talked about and going into what I've learned and what I've applied to my life, especially in the past 6 years, is that everything starts in the mind because the mind is that whole fucking mansion. The mind is the front yard, the backyard. The mind is the road that leads to that mansion and the city and town and the state and the country that that mansion's in. But your perspective that you're taught by government mind controlling people, because that's what government mean, mind control. They're here to keep you in check. Your mental, okay, your mental faculties, your faculties in check. When you're thought to think outside the box and you're thought to exit outside that room, now you're doing things that people never knew was possible. So now you're looked at as, oh, this bitch is lying. Oh, I never heard of that. Oh, that don't make sense to me. So this cannot be true. But it's because you're stuck in that one room. So I'm saying that to say and going into all this is that I like people who are leaving outside that one room, right? People that understand that we're in a whole fucking mansion that's in a whole fucking city, that's in a whole motherfucking state, in a whole motherfucking country, in a big ass world, that's in a big ass solar system, that's in a big ass fucking galaxy, that's in a big ass motherfucking universe. So it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more you expand your mind, the better and greater your life becomes. When you limit your thought process, when you limit how you feel, and oh God, I cannot say that because they're gonna think I'm a hoe. If I say I like the fuck, they're gonna say I'm a slut. If I express that I'm upset, they're gonna say, oh, this bitch is crazy. If I say that, oh my God, y'all, today I got a flat in the tire. Now they're gonna say, oh yes, because I did work on you and the work is manifesting. And it's like, wait, what? Like, life is about challenges. It's how you survive those challenges that matter. And so, once again, we have to focus on getting outside of that room. And that's the main focus. That's the main desire is to get out that room. And unfortunately, people have died not knowing that there was a way out that room outside of death. People have died not understanding that there was more rooms, more beautiful opportunities, more things to life outside of that room. And so I think about that room being racism. People saying I only want to deal with straight people. People saying I only want to deal with black people. People saying I only want to deal with my own kind. That's in that room. You're in a beautiful mansion with 100 other rooms, and each room offers something different, a new experience, a new life, a new view on life, because it's the same experience in every room, but there's just a different viewpoint on that. Oh, come on in here. And so you're going to sit here and try to convince me that I have to deal with people and talk with people that only think that it's that one room? And that I'm angry and I'm bitter and I'm angry, I'm bitter, and I'm just pissed off with life because this and that. Like, okay, well, let your life be your example. How is your health? How are your manifesting abilities? How are you living? Are you the main one or are you the second one? Are you cool or you not cool? Like, go down a list of your life. And then you will determine and know, are you still in that one motherfucking room? And like I said, I'm not a fan of that. So, like you said, Jay, what if you stop talking to people because they no longer piqued your interest? That's my whole point of this exactly. Like, bitch, I need new opportunities. I need new conversations. If we're gonna be talking every day, all day, I need new topics every day. I don't like to hear the same shit over and over. Oh, girl, you hear about Beyonce fake pregnancy? You're like, honey, no tea, no shade. I wasn't in the room when Beyonce got pregnant, or she didn't get pregnant. I'm not on her vagina. I'm not on Jay Z's penis. So that doesn't excite me. I'm more concerned about who's going to penetrate my vagina or whose penis I'm going to be on. That's what I'm more concerned with. I don't give a fuck about what they're doing. And once again, if we all thought like that, imagine how great this world would be. If we all thought about us, right? Taking into consideration, well, I need to be a good person for me. If you're a good person for you, then you're going to be a good person for everybody else, because now people are going to say, oh, she mind her business. And my best friend, who I lived with several times, once again, could vouch. That's one thing they liked and respect about me, is that I kept my distance and I knew my boundaries because I was taught that. And because I have boundaries and I know my lane, I expect people to stay in their lane and know their boundaries. And people call you mean and they call you disrespectful and they say, oh, girl, here we go again. When you put up your boundary, you say, bitch, stay in your lane. But just because you wasn't taught how to stay in your lane, bitch, don't mean that I mean. In life, bitch, there's lanes to things, there's levels to things. And if you don't know those levels, somebody's going to teach you that. And once again, unfortunately, some people have to be murdered before they learn, but there's levels and lanes that you need to stay in and you need to get to know. There's boundaries. This is not a free wandering place, honey. You can't go walking on the streets barefoot and thinking, well, I'm not going to get my foot cut because this is a free world. Okay. And then you cut your feet, bitch, you're shot. Right? Oh, I can do what I want to do. Then you become a victim of, other stuff. It's like, no, honey, there's boundaries to everything. And you need to know it. And that's all I'm going to say, honey. I encourage you to definitely deal with people that only keep your mind interested, that only keep your mind healthy, right? Going into dementia and stuff. I would hate to think that, because they don't know what causes dementia, but I would hate to think that dementia is caused by people, once again, doing the same shit over and over again. You do the same routine every day. Every day you wake up, it's the same bullshit. I would hate to think that that's what causes dementia. Like, bitch, let me live my life fully, okay? And potentially. Oh, come on in here. Let me get to know all the people in all the continents. Let me get to know what it's like to try all types of foods. I don't want to be stuck on rice and motherfucking beans and chicken and fucking pasteles and all that. Bitch, like, I want to try different shit. Let me see what an Asian guy is like in bed. Let me see what a white man is like in bed. Let me see what a black man is like. Like, bitch, that's what life is fucking about. No, well, I know I'm just here to live life and I'm just gonna be boring on me. And then a bit, and they get mad when you say that, bitch, you're boring. No, you're boring. I'm not boring because I live a full life. Oh, really? Okay, really? Okay, when's the last time you've been out of your city, out of your state, out of your country? Hello? When's the last time you dated outside your race? Hello? Hello? Not saying, but I am saying, when's the last time you dated somebody of the same gender? Like, girl, stop with that boring ass bullshit, honey. That's my whole point. Okay, thank you so much, Jay. Thank you so much, Jay, honey. Oh, y'all, 115, y'all. Hey, Mr. J, Julie B, Joey, Donardo, Gia, Jalea, Obsidian Creek, yes, honey, Crypt. Yes, honey. Wouldn't Michael like mean if the fire spirits be connected to the spiritual fire within us, like Kundalini? Well, there you go. That's why I was like, um, that's I'm like, you know, I guess it depends on, you know, what you would consider, I don't know. I think the pineal and the pituitary are your upper genitalia. And I think going into spirits, going into the devas and stuff, why like Shiva and Vishnu, Kumbera, Ganesha, why these masculine energies look feminine. Okay. Once again, just to show that, we're duality. We have testosterone and estrogen within us. Going into a penis, going into testicles, it's the same thing. Penis will be, the vagina or the vaginal canal. Going into the prostate, that would be the actual uterus. Just to break it down. So it's the same thing. Inside, outside, upside, downside. It doesn't matter. Just like I said, white and black, same fucking thing, girl. Blanco, black, whatever. Black, Blanco, same thing. Blank, same damn thing, honey. So, um, once again, yeah, he's connected to the pineal, but he doesn't. So there you go. Yes, honey. Mystic, I'm hooked on flavored Sprite. I'm done with dark soda, Pepsi, and cola. Ooh, but Sprite ain't no better. I encourage you, Debbie, when you get a chance to type in the ingredients is inside a Sprite and see what is in it. The only soda that I ever drink, if I do drink soda, is Sierra Mist. Okay. Sierra Mist is carbonated water and real cane sugar. Okay. Going into the other sodas and stuff, they have carpet cleaner in it. They have what is it? I think it's called sodium benzoate sodium. Oh my God, y'all. See, I've not drunk soda in such a long time. So that is actually um it strips the fiber of carpet of the carpet of oils and greases and stuff. So when you drink it, it does the same thing to your nuclei. It does the same thing to your cells. And we know that your cells are made up of fat. That's why when you eat good fat, your body is nice and healthy. Do the research. So, like I said, yeah, Sprite and Dr. Pepper and all this other stuff, honey, it's not good for us. Zevia, I think there's soda called Diet Right. They don't have all that other stuff in it, and it tastes just like it. Matter of fact, there's a soda called Lollipop. It's a probiotic and prebiotic drink. It's a plant fiber based drink. It is high in calories and carbs, just I want to point that out. But this right here tastes just like Coca Cola. I remember Coca Cola tastes like back in the day. I had Coca Cola as a kid. But this tastes just like Coca Cola, and it's not Coca Cola. It's cassava root, and some other stuff that makes it taste like cola. It's so crazy how it tastes like Coca Cola, though. They have Coca Cola, they have Tropical Breeze, which tastes like the big red soda. Y'all remember the soda? What is it? Tahitian Punch. There you go. Tahitian Punch, girl. I grew up on that soda too, y'all. I love that soda. Um, but anyway, there's other options that you can drink if you need that. They have Zevia that has Coca Cola. They have one called Died Right. Um, just a lot of shit that will give you that Pepsi Coca Cola taste, but it is not the bad shit in it. Okay, like Simonex and all that. Okay, I got a great Spider McDonald's earlier. Oh no, honey. Oh no. Shirley Temple all the way. I know that's right, honey. Listen, I know that's right. If I email you, get my number, will you call to point out class I need to take for the line of questions I have? Okay, so this is how it works, Edibles. So you could look at the blog spot, or you could even send just an email and say, these are the classes I want to take. And this will be the free route. These are the classes I want to take, or this is what I want to know. And I could definitely say, okay, this is the class you should take. When it goes into phone calls and stuff, anybody can tell you, I'm a very, very busy girl. People call me, sometimes I call them 3 days later. And it's not because I'm doing that shit on purpose, but I'm so busy that I don't want to overwhelm myself. Okay. I don't want to, you know, be on this type of vibration and then push that onto somebody I'm dealing with. Sometimes I do that when I want to talk, and that's usually with a friend and stuff. But when it comes to clients and stuff, no, I don't do that. So if you're wanting a consultation, that's where the phone call comes in at. And you can ask questions about classes, products, and services. You can say, hi, boo, bet you get your money to whatever it is you want to do. But like I said, the free route would be to send the email and to say, these are the questions I have. What classes to answer these questions? And I can say this class, that class, this class, that class, whatever, whatever, whatever. Okay. And there's some of the class I'm going to be doing too, where it's going to be free, like introduction. I actually went onto a website and I saw that they were letting you get like a minute of each class to kind of give you an idea. So I'm like, you know what? That would be a interesting, yeah, like a little introduction. Okay, a little. Girl, Bella woke up from her nap, y'all. She doing some crazy shit, bitch. You better, girl, girl. Okay. Oh, that's that right. Come on in here. Yeah, self-esteem. That's right, honey. You got to level up, like Sarah say, level up, level up, level up. Right. But that's what life is about. It's called elevating. Right? We elevate, y'all. We become better at ourselves. And we cannot let people stop us. And that's what I be saying too. Like, nobody is peer pressure to deal with people. Like, you don't have to deal with people who are not on the same vibration as you. And that's what I kind of want to manifest and put into the universe. Okay, for 2023. I need to deal with people that are deep, have deep conversations that mean something. People that are not about, fear mongering and feeding into that fear shit, because going into anxiety, okay, going into anxiety, honey, and it comes across a little shaky for me. I'm just saying. I know people that don't like horror movies, but they like gossip, and I'm just like, that doesn't sound right though, because sensitivity is sensitivity. Like, I think I talked about this with one of my sisters too, where we were talking about like movie theaters and cell phones, and I'm like, if a movie theater could give you the fast moving graphics on the movie theater screen that can stimulate your brain, so can your TV, so does your cell phone. Like, your cell phone, you don't even notice, but your cell phone is actually blinking. Okay, if you don't know, now you know. Your cell phone and your TVs are actually flashing. And so even when they're switching from one scene to the next scene, even though it looks so small to us while we're looking at it, it's a big jump. And that's why some video games and even some movies will say some people are very sensitive to the stimuli in this, blah blah blah. So we encourage you, if you're prone to epileptic or epilepsy and also the good shit, don't watch it. So that's what I was trying to tell one of my sisters, like, well, if the movie theater does it for you, and that's a real thing, you don't have anxiety, because anxiety will have you thinking that something is real when it's really not. Like, anxiety would have you thinking that, oh shit, like when I'm in this movie theater, and it could be claustrophobia too. Like, yeah, maybe you don't like dark spaces with a lot of people. Maybe there's some type of trauma, but it's definitely not the screen and your eyes are hurting and shit, because your cell phone's doing the same fucking thing. If you could play a game on your cell phone or play a game on your TV or watch a movie, even on your computer, if you could watch the computer all day, it's the same fucking concept. So I'm like, yeah, honey. Once again, knowing, knowing. Anyway, y'all, it's time for me to go, honey. Freedom to be me. I know that's right, honey. Wait, Mystic, what you mean? By what? You so messy. By what? Literally, a small talk drugs so much, talk drag so much, and the people in my old circle were so comfortable talking about it. Right. And see, that's what I be thinking, like, and sometimes it does put you in that place, Jay, where you catch yourself doing it too, right? Like, you catch yourself getting into that gossip and well, if that's what the Kardashians do, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be that girl. Like, that old circle of people, that's what they did every day. They worked from like 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. At 3 p.m., they went onto the blog columns like B. Scott, you know, ATL, AT Alien. You know, they went onto these sites. What is that? A media takeout. They got their little dose of drama. And then, what, from 4 to like 5 o'clock, we talked about the drama. And then 5 to 7 or 5 to 8, we watched our TV shows. And then 8 to 10, we had fun and shit with the online people. And then around 11 or 12, they were going to bed because they were on the East Coast. I was in California. And then I'll be doing my little thing until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, I'm just not into that no more. Unless I'm getting paid for that, I don't care about what anybody else is doing. I don't care about what Lizzo's doing. I don't care about none of these none of these people are doing. I really don't. And there's no tea, no shade. If I'll care about Lizzo if Lizzo hit him up and become a client of mine. Then I'll be concerned about Lizzo with Lizzo though. I won't be sitting here talking about Lizzo with other people. So like I said, that's just me. Like I'd rather sit there and talk about, okay, baby, what are we gonna do today to make $10,000? What's the plan in 2 months for us to go to Washington D.C. to get a bag? Like that's the type of conversations I want to have. Like fuck the dumb shit. Like let's have some intellectual shit. What are we doing to revamp our business? What are we doing spiritually? Like, let's talk about shit that is actually going to stimulate, okay, and work us up. Not no dumb shit, okay? Tommy said, and you know this, like, listen, girl, we knew we were doing before we became, internet people. We knew what we were doing. If you don't know, then you should delete everything. We knew what we were doing when we got caught up in whatever else we got caught up in. Like, honey, that's not new news. That's not important news neither. Okay. Once again, venting about it, letting it go. Yeah, I'm bothered by it, blah, blah, blah. Okay, girl, that's good. That's good. Bam, bam, bam. But like I said, to think I'm going to have my free time and I'm still talking about a man or a woman that ain't paying my motherfucking bill, bitch, no, thank you. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I'm not into that fake ass shit, and especially going to celebrities. You think celebrities give us their real business? That's what I be thinking about too. A lot of these celebrities be getting on this TV and shit, telling all their business, but a lot of people don't even know what their parents look like. A lot of people don't even know what their mom and daddy look like. So it's like, wait a minute. So you so upfront and you want everybody to see you on social media giving your truth and shit. But where your mama and your daddy at? Like, why can't nobody? Why you didn't tell them? And, and don't let nobody clown you about your child or clown you about being a hoe. Then that's none of y'all business. What I want to do, okay? But you tell us about your fake ass marriage. So it's not our business about your yoni, right? That's personal. So is your marriage. But you tell us about your marriage. You're telling us about some fake shit. Pete Davidson and Kim is dating. It's fake, bitch. That shit ain't real. And anybody that's sober and anybody who got their own fucking mind know that shit is not real. Like all that shit to do with celebrity girl, this should be fake ass news, and I don't got time for it. Donald Trump exposed the shit on some other shit, and now I really look at shit like this shit ain't real. They'll sit here and talk about shit that doesn't even like, girl, this shit ain't real. I'm so offended that they called me fat. Really? But if you really were offended, you can lose the weight. So and then you say that I'm fat and I'm proud. So are you fat and you're proud, or you're fat and you're upset they calling you fat? I'm just a little confused here. Like it just doesn't make sense to me. Like everything's about fucking clout and views and getting follows. I don't give a fuck about that, honey. Like I said, fuck all of them until they become a client. They become a client, bitch, then we'll talk about it and I'll talk about it with them. But for you and I, yeah, bitch, we're gonna talk about shit that is gonna benefit us and that deals with us. So, bitch, what? You wanna be one of the girls? We talking about Kim Kardashians and them, and these are just examples. We talk about them that got a Range Rover because you gonna buy one. We talk about them in their mansion because you gonna get a mansion. Like, what are we doing here? Because bitch, if we're like I said, I'm not a fan of the fan stuff. I'm not a fan of anything. I like people, but I'm not a fan. Fans are the ones that did shit to me and did took pictures of me privately and exposed shit. That's what fans do. They do that weird ass shit, honey. I'm not a fan of fans. Okay, privately. Okay, I don't do that fan shit privately. If you're a fan, you need to stay over there then. You're not getting to know me. You're not coming to my house. I'm not going to your house. We're not getting to know each other personally like that. Bitch, bye. Lost your damn mind. Lost your goddamn mind. Lost your rabbit ass mind. Anyway, baked mac and cheese and greens, girl. But I know that's right, honey. Love me some soul food. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with no soul food. I'm just saying, honey. Uh, uh you know, girl, unless you just confused. But I would think that pro black mean that you're only about your black culture and your black lifestyle. So it's like, so that's all y'all talking about when y'all dating and shit. Y'all just dealing with that. Like what's exciting about that? Not saying it's bad, because you should be proud of your culture, but share that culture with somebody else. Share that culture with somebody who's curious about it, because you already know your own culture. So if you like this man because you like this man, I'm for that. But oh, I like him because he's black like me. What? So is that a fetish? Because that sounds like a fetish to me. Oh, I only like women because they have a vagina. That sounds like a fetish to me. I don't care how you look at that. Are you really heterosexual, or is there some type of other shit going on there? 'Cause I look at all that shit very deeply. Wait a minute. Oh, I love Asian man. You like them because they're sexy, or you like them because you have a fetish about them? Because that's scary if there's a fetish going on. That yeah, that's a little creepy. That's a little weird, honey. Not gonna lie. Are you into them because you just find them attractive because of their features, or you're like, no, like I really think that they're really good? Okay, honey. Like I said, honey, you gotta answer that, not me, honey. No, because Big Mac and cheese is sacred. I know that's right, honey. Bless mine. I know that's right, honey. Dropping it low and spreading it wide on Big Pimp and Jay Z. I know that's right. And that's how I was saying too. Like, honey, listen, I'm not that girl. And I be telling people that, like, we could be friends, we could be cool, but I'm not that girl that's gonna be on the phone gossiping about celebrities. Okay. Going into me being engaged twice, going into me dating some, going into me being connected with personal stylists right now, going into all that good stuff, honey. I wish I could find a local makeup artist though, honey. Okay, all these damn queens, girl, nobody do makeup like that over here. I can't believe that. But I'm like going into that, me knowing people, whether it's virtually or in real life, because I'm very selective. I don't give a fuck if you were, girl, Donald Trump, well, whoever. Bitch, don't mean because you're a celebrity that I want to be in your presence like that. I want to go to your house and kick it with you. Bitch, your energy could be thrown off, honey. I don't need that. So I'm like, honey, I'm not one of those people to be sitting here doing a celebrity gossip column, honey. I'm not one of those girls, honey. There's other people that are into that. You could definitely call them, hang out with them, do a blog spot on that. But I'm not that girl. Okay. I'm not that girl, honey. Okay. And even going into getting to know people, people that are actually well known, they're not into that shit neither. They don't like people assuming shit. And a lot of news that we get about people, it's people spinning stories. Sometimes the stories are accurate, sometimes they're not. But even going into that, like I said, I think it's all about a game, because if you and your husband are in the bedroom sleeping around with each other, and the only people to know about the privacy of your bedroom is possibly your therapist and your public relation, your PR team, then how do TMZ get information on that? Who leaked that out? Your PR team, bitch, because your psychologist ain't gonna leak that shit out and get sued. Bitch, your fucking PR team did that. So, bitch, if you're unseen or not, well, who leaked this story? So the storyline is fake then, huh? Everything is fake then, right? Because your PR team put that fake story out so that we can click and look for you. Bitch, stop playing with us, girl. Stop playing in our time. Stop playing in our face, honey. I think when people are wait, what? Possessed, it starts to spread and affect others. Oh, you said it. What is that? Posed? I saw your comment at Jay about Michael. That makes sense. Come on in here. I know that's right, honey. Ow, come on in here. There's an Archangel Michelle, but nobody on YouTube is talking about the female Archangel. Well, I'm gonna have to say, I think that's made up. Only because, and I want you to understand this, um, Debbie Ivory, angels are actually unisex. So that's why angels look so androgynous, okay? They look female but masculine. Angels could be whatever, whoever, whenever, however, okay? Because they have no genitalia. So Archangel Michael don't have a penis. I mean, his gown and shit, girl. Big penis and balls swinging and shit. And they're like, ooh, I just had sex with Archangel Michael. Like, come on now. So no, no, there's no Archangel named Michelle. Michael would be Michelle, okay? Just like Gabriel will be Gabrielle, okay? Come on in here. Raphael would be Raphael, okay? No, no, Debbie Ivory. It's Archangel Michael. The gossip is draining, especially when you think of, like I said, every day you have agenda, you have a plan, you have goals. At least I do. I wake up with a goal every day. So you have a goal in plan or in mind and an idea. And then, honey, now all of a sudden, instead of you talking about your goals and aspirations, you're talking about shit that doesn't mean anything to you. Now you're getting drained. Oh, did you hear about Sister Mary Claire? Did you? I'm telling you, I have a cousin that used to call me all the time about gossip. All the time. First, he'll call my phone and be like, "What's up, cousin? It's been a long time." And I'm thinking to myself, like, what do I have a pleasure of dealing with this alpha heterosexual Christian male calling this feminine alpha female, whether she's trans or not, it doesn't matter, bitch. Like, what do I have the pleasure to have him calling me for? Like, what the fuck you want from me? And then, of course, he's getting into, did you hear about what happened to blah, 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 blah? And I'm like, no, what happened with blah, 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 blah? I didn't even know about it. Oh, well, you know that her baby daddy was blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, wait, what? Or he'll ask me questions. Did you hear about blah 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 blah? And I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, okay, damn. I thought you did. Oh, you called me for that? Like, oh no no no, honey, please don't call me. Please don't call me, baby. I'm worried about my money, bitch. I don't give a fuck about what Delina is doing, what Deviana is doing, what Angel. I don't give a fuck about what others hoes are doing with their baby daddy, their baby mama. I don't care about that. Bitch, they knew when they got with the motherfucker he wasn't up to no damn good. I don't give a fuck about that. Bitch, worry about you and your baby mama too. Anyway. Will do, honey. Yes, it is. Well, gossip about the negatives in the lives of other individuals. Right, 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 right. I'm just not about that life. Maybe when I get older and I've accomplished all my goals and dreams, maybe I can sit up all day and gossip and say, "Oh my God, did you see that?" Like maybe I can do that. But at this age, like I'm only wanting to talk about things that deals with me and the person I'm talking to on the phone. That's it. Like I don't care about things that are not, how's that going to affect us? Oh, did you hear about Tommy? Well, who is Tommy? What does she do and how that affects us? Or it really doesn't affect us, but I just want to talk about it with you. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You could reach your goal today. Yeah, fuck that shit. You can go get yeah, you can reach your goal today, honey. Fuck that bullshit. I feel like any fun talk among friends could potentially be considered gossip too, though. Not really. Not really. I think there's a difference between gossiping and venting. Once again, I think gossiping is more so talking about things that does not deal with you, affect you, or pertain to you. I think that you bringing up, oh girl, remember when Billy called me a hoe? Well, guess what? I found out that she's a hoe too because her baby daddy. That's not gossiping to me because Billy affected me, and I'm going to talk to you about Billy. Yeah, that's not gossip. Like I said, gossip is you're on the phone with somebody who has nothing to do with a good example, your neighbor. Unless your neighbor brought you into the business, you have no business talking about your neighbor to people on the phone. Okay, once again, unless your neighbor brought you into the business, mean they let you see who goes in and out their apartment, like my neighbor. Okay, daddy was a hoe. I had to vent to one of my people, like, honey, this motherfucker's a hoe. Like I done seen 7 people going out of there, and one person came out with condoms in his hand. Like what the fuck's going on here? Anyway, so I'm like, with that, that's venting, honey. But to be like, girl, did you hear about my other neighbor right here? I got another neighbor. I don't talk about that neighbor at all because I don't gossip. But I can be like, did you see her? She be limping. Did you see her? Mom has some tall, buff guy go up in there. She's this old lady, out of shape, blah, blah, blah. But the man that go up in that apartment every night, he is sexy. He's a strong 6'5" Latin guy. Nice haircut with tattoo. Like I never brought up that neighbor, y'all, at all because once again, I don't gossip. I only talk about things that affect me. Once again, so gossiping is talk about things that does not pertain to you and does not affect you. Like, oh, did you hear about how in India, they're gonna start making women, uh, ask permission to have a baby. Well, how does that affect me? Peace be upon the Indian women, but how does that affect me? That's gossiping. No, thank you. Mm-mm, mm-mm. I like talking about business and spirituality. There you go. See, I like talking about anything that affects me: health, wealth, contentment, happiness, love life. Anything that affects me, I like to talk about. If it does not affect me and mine, I don't talk about it. There's no point in what they call digging a well where the water ain't there. You have no water in that spot. That's another metaphor for that. You have no water over there with Kim Kardashian. Her water, her stream is flowing nicely, and you ain't getting none of that motherfucking water. So why the fuck are we over here digging? Why are we digging a well over here to get some of that water over there? Think about it for a minute. That's what I think about that gossip and stuff. Why are we sitting here talking about, oh, did you hear about how Beyonce got cheated on by Jay-Z? How you know that? Who told you that? Hearsay, she say, like, why are we once again trying to dig a well over here to get the water from over there? That's not how that works, baby. We can only dig a well where water is at right here. Okay? If the water is here, we can dig here. But we cannot dig a well in California to drain water from Florida. That's not how that happens. Okay, that's not how that works. Okay. I want y'all to take that with you, okay? You can't dig a well where it's dry, okay? And digging a well where it's dry is meaning worrying about another motherfucker's life that does not motherfucking affect you. Okay, well, Beyonce eat doesn't make you shit. Okay, and clearly, what you do, Beyonce don't give a fuck about anything. Y'all don't hear about Beyonce get on the news talking about shit. She don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all called her daughter nappy. Y'all said her mama's fake. You said her mama's a tranny. Y'all said she wasn't pregnant. You said this and that. Girl, mama put it in her music and make money off of the shit, girl. She ain't faced by none of you hoes. She ain't faced by none of you hoes, girl, because she said, bitch, my well is definitely not dry. Okay. The day I worry about what they got going on is the day that my well go dry. And that's true too. You digging a well over here, trying to get water from over there, bitch. Now, bitch, when you do dig up the water, bitch, eventually the water gonna dry up because you too worried about the well over there. That's like he's saying, bitch, worry about yourself. Are you achieving your goals? What goal you set this shit for yourself? Are you achieving those goals? If not, bitch, stop worrying about the next bitch. Stop worrying about the next bitch. Stop spending your free time worrying. Oh yeah, I gotta watch this. I gotta, girl. But like I said, I'm not even a fan of TV shows like that because of that shit. People get so caught up in the life, and I'm just like, girl, there's no way a boss bitch is worrying about another boss bitch like that. There's no way unless they called you themselves and said, "Here's my business." Like, there's no way that a boss bitch is like. There's no way that McDonald's is sitting at their headquarters discussing what Burger King is doing at their store every time they have a business meeting. There's no way. Can someone really verify that with me? There's no way that McDonald's, Wendy's, and all these other businesses that got their own flourishing business are sitting at their business meetings talking about, well, did you see how Wendy, and every time, girl, well, Wendy did this and Wendy did that. And Wendy, girl, that whole business meeting gonna deal with Wendy, and now your workers are gonna want to go fucking work for Wendy. Think about it for a minute. So it's like, yeah, honey, what goals are you trying to accomplish? What have you tapped into this year? You said you wanted to uh, get a hair transplant. Did you do it? You said you wanted to buy a new car. Did you buy a new car? You said you wanted to buy a new house. Did you buy a new house? You said you wanted to drive. Did you drive? Like, what are you doing? And there's 12 months in a year. So a goal that could be accomplished in 2 months, there should definitely be four of those in 1 year. Not saying there should, because I shouldn't be shitting on people, but still, one minute goal, girl. Yeah, honey, you gotta come up and say, bitch, I'm setting myself to have 4 goals a year. I need to complete all those goals, and it's for you, not for other people. But while you're accomplishing those goals, worry about you. Like I said, I leveled up in 2017. People, oh my God, what's she gonna do now? How's she gonna do it? Yeah, I talked to people lightweight, but I didn't tell them my moves. And then when I bam, oh wow, really? Well, what did all this come from, honey? When it went from that to here, oh well, I mean, how you gonna do it? I don't think it's gonna happen. Now it happened. Oh, I still can't believe that you actually did. Of course you didn't. Once again, when I have a goal, I set my mind to it and I achieve it. I learned 3 years ago, don't talk about shit that you're not gonna be about. Don't sit here and be like, yeah, I'm the baddest, I'm the best, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And bitch, people are gonna be like, well, when is it gonna happen? Then you're upset when they be like, bitch, it hasn't happened yet still. You're upset about it because you told me you were gonna do it. So keep it to yourself. Bitch, you said that you're gonna do whatever you're gonna do it. If not, bitch, don't talk about it. Keep that shit to yourself, girl. Talk about it with Google. Tell Google what you want to do, and let Google help keep you motivated, bitch. How about that? Okay. Okay. How about that? People aren't really pro-black because Black Lives Matter is nowhere while this Ethiopia Tigray. Right. Well, I already said this too, and this is no Tino shit to anybody at all. That's a little oxymoron anyway because people don't like black gay people. You see black people now. If I saw white people, and I'm just gonna be telling honest, if I saw white Americans or white Europeans or whoever, wherever, however, doing videos about black gay people all the time and Little Nas X is a gay agenda and all that, I would be like, okay, I can see it, sis, because you are for you. You are for you and your people. But when I see black people coming for other black people, I'm like, where's Black Lives Matters at? Where's that at right now? What about men having babies with women and leaving them to take care of the kids by themselves? Where's BLM with that? Where's that at? Does that not matter? Where's the BLM at when a woman has to abort her child for whatever reason she aborted her child for? Where's the BLM there? So, like I said, to me, it's a little oxymoronish, regardless of what stereotype or whatever, what retrospective people are trying to put into. It's bullshit to me. Because if I thought that, and I do, I think that trans lives matter. I think that LGBT people are important. I'm never going to do something to get an LGBT person fired. I'm never going to do something to get an LGBT person attacked, killed, okay, put on the streets, okay? And it doesn't matter what they do to me. I think about other things. Now, bitch, you try to come for me, I'm gonna come for you too. But I know I'm smart, so I know not to say, well, they tried to get me evicted, so let me get them evicted too. I would hate to imagine that. Like, oh, girl, somebody like me is out on the streets, and now I fed into that statistic. So it's like you cannot sit here and play in my motherfucking face and say that you think that Black Lives Matter and you're protesting for it when you abort your black babies, when you disown your black people because they're gay, when you disown black people because they're trans, when you sit here and disrespect black women, when you sit here and disrespect black men, you are not going to sit here and play in my motherfucking face and say, well, it's only when it comes to the police. No, fuck that shit, bitch, because they're looking at you every fucking day and they learned how to treat you by you. They learned how to call you a nigga because you call yourself a nigga. They learned how to call you a faggot and a nigga in a wig because you do it your damn self. You get on these fucking gay chat lines, bitch, they reading, oh girl, you faggot, you a man still, you a nigga, you'll never be a woman. And then when somebody outside the circle tell you that, bitch, now you're offended. I'm gonna sue because they're discriminating. No, they're not. They're calling a spade a fucking spade because you call yourself a fucking spade, bitch. Now that's the tea that you really need to be hearing. That's the tea that you really need to have served to you. You sit here, you say I don't use the N word at all, and someone say the N word, you should be offended by that. If you sit and say, yeah, I really have a genuine spot for my LGBT people or people like me, and someone clown them, you should be offended by that. But like I said, I see people and I know people, and as I said, everybody have a right to be hateful for whatever it is, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. Because you got homosexuals that will be sitting here sucking on dick, riding on dick today, that will meet up with a girl or a guy who will be very homophobic or transphobic by nature, and they will be like, "Oh, well, it's okay because they're not talking about me." Oh, they said they love gay people, so I'm okay with it. And the bitch sat up here and called the motherfucker the F word. So it's like, wait a minute. So are you really about yourself or you're not about yourself? Yeah, that's a hypocritical hate yourself type of bullshit right there. That's that I hate myself, but I want people to love me. No, 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 ma'am. When I see more black people be more respectful to other black people, regardless of the circumstances, then I will believe that BLM. Okay. When I see more black people be more respectful to people like themselves, that's when I believe that shit. As of yet, I don't believe that. You got black bloggers talk about black celebrities. We're the number one black media reporters here. Honey, leave that to TMZ. Let TMZ report on a black woman failing in her relationship. Why the hell are you, as a black woman, reporting on that shit and thinking that you're going to get kudos for that and we're going to love you and respect you for that? We don't. We think you're a joke. Because a white man call you what you're calling that black woman, now he's a racist. Wait, what? Like, how does that work? It doesn't work that way. Oh, they're homophobic. Oh, you don't say. Oh, okay. So they homo. Well, I can't be homophobic because I'm a homo myself. So what do you call it then? If you're a gay person, hate gay people, then what do you call that? Because it's the same thing as a straight person hate gay people. And that's what y'all getting caught up in those damn illusions with right now. Why I talk about why I don't deal with that many people. Y'all get caught up in that fucking illusion. Racism, sexism, homophobia is all the same. I'm about people who love people, and that's what I live for. I respect people's culture. I respect people differences. That's what I'm here for as a human. Okay. I'm here to respect that. Okay. I'm not here to say, well, I'm human, but I'm only gonna deal with people that look like me and act like me and talk like me because that's how I like girl. Bye. You're gonna be in a boring ass fucking box. You're gonna die in a box. And when you die, bitch, you're gonna wake up in a fucking box, bitch. How about that? You're not gonna get into no heaven. You think that heaven is segregated? You think that the other side is segregated? I just want to understand this. You think that when you pass away and go to the other side as a spiritual person, right? Because you say you're a spiritualist, so you're here to feed the spirit. So you think that when you pass away, that there's no Karens on the other side? Hello? You don't think there's any Karens or any Uncle Peaches on the other side when you go? You think that, yeah, well, I created a heterosexual lifestyle here. So when I die, I ain't gonna see those homos. Girl, bye. You gonna be surely mistaken, bitch. And I hope you remember it, bitch. You're gonna be definitely mistaken. I hope you fucking remember it too, bitch. I hope you remember all the hate that you had when you left this planet. So when you get over there, you say, oh goddamn. What did I set up for myself? That's what you set up for yourself, bitch. A hell. Bitch, good luck. Enjoy your hell, bitch. Okay, that's what the fuck I said, honey. The Tigrian people are literally being oppressed and people don't care. Most people would rather spread their time talking about shit about a dead queen. I know that's right, honey. Like we give a fuck. What did Queen Elizabeth do for me? No tea, no shade. What did she do for me outside of regulate taxes? Oh, bitch. Girl, by then they're gonna have nerve to say that King Charles ain't gonna have to pay an inheritance tax. I bet he doesn't, bitch. I bet he doesn't either. Honey, bitch, the fuck out of here. Lost your damn mind. Thinking that's newsworthy. Anyway, no, me said we know the real about the angels, but in my great grandfather's church, I remember him telling his congregation that our angels were males, even though they look feminine. I'm telling you, I'm telling you right now. But see, that's why the Bible talk about God being a male too, because they can understand that God supersedes all genders. So come on in here. They cannot understand that God go by he and she, and sometimes them, they, and there. Oh, come on in here. They can't understand. That's why everybody wanna. I'm a them, they, and there. Bitch, you're not God. Bitch, you're not omnipresent. Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. Okay, bitch, get the fuck up out of here, bitch. You are not omnipresent, bitch. You are not the most high, bitch. You are not reigning supreme above the fucking kingdoms, bitch. Sit your ass down, bitch. Ego got you thinking that you're them, there, and there. Okay? Sit down, bitch. Sit down, Dakota. Okay, sit the fuck down. Okay. And grandfather Jay. Okay, tell his disciples that they male angels. Okay, so I mean, I guess there's gonna be stories that people are getting pregnant by Archangel Michael coming out soon. Huh? I feel like Beyonce is like a little shy and reserved in person. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I think so too. I think when people create alter egos, they are a little bit of a shyness. I go into myself. I told y'all Fallon Ferrari, Mystic Persia. These are aspects of myself. Madame Merkaba. That when I'm in my private reserved life, honey, I mean, y'all think that I'm people, but I'm really like the most introverted, extroverted person, if that was such a thing. Like I'm shy. I get anxious around people. I get nervous around people. I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't want to walk into a room full of people and they're looking at you as you're walking in. I'm not a fan of that. Okay. Um, I'm not. I'm not. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm that girl. Like no, honey. Okay. If I feel like I'm the girl, I feel like it, but I don't need you to tell me that I'm that girl. Okay. I'm very modest when it comes to my presentation. Okay. So definitely. Okay. Beyonce could definitely be that too. Sasha Fierce, is matter of fact, is Beyonce birthday today? When is Beyonce birthday? Hey Google, when is Beyonce's birthday? Oh, her birthday passed 10 days ago. Damn, I'm late. 10 days late. Anyway, girl. Um, I thought her birthday was today. Sorry. Anyway, mm. Yeah, honey. She could be a very shy person, but Sasha Fierce make her perform the way she performed. Sasha Fierce make her look stank. Okay, that stanky ass face that she be having on her. That's Sasha Fierce motherfucking face. The face that she be looking when she say, "Damn, I'm tired and I'm through." That she done went through damn three motherfucking fields. She been picking cotton all her damn life. She be giving that look sometime, y'all. I be like, girl, what's going on with this girl today? Okay, what's going on? Mama is sweat. Mama is sweating like she's been working all day in that hot ass heat. Like, what's going on, Beyonce? And she got a fan blown on her. I'm like, let us find out that Mama got agathora. What's that? Heart rhythm shit, heart disease. Anyway, too damn scared to say androgynous. I know that's right, honey. Okay, gotcha. So yeah, gossip is really draining like crazy. And I remember in Greek myth that spirit of gossip had flies coming out of the mouth. Listen, and the Bible says don't gossip. Gossiping is dream stiller. So come on in here. Gossiping is life stiller. So come on in here. I know people that set up and talk about people until the day they died, and they died in a care home. And I'm being very respectful, but yet truthful. They were gossiping all the time. Oh, I don't want to go deal with auntie, blah, 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 because she just going to be gossiping today. And I'm like, no, what she gossiping? Maybe she talking. And then mama get on that phone and she's like, hey, baby, how you doing? And you're like, I'm good. She's like, that's good. And then, girl, before you can even say something, she jumped right into it. Well, I was upset because Patricia called me and said that her baby needed some damn formula. And I said, you call your goddamn mama about some formula. Don't you call my motherfucking phone? And then she hung up on me. And then her baby daddy called me, think he gonna boss me around and do. Girl, and just keep going, 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 going. And then, girl, you don't even realize you're on the phone with this bitch for 4 hours. Oh my God. Okay, auntie, I gotta go. Oh, you gotta go right now? Wait, what you gotta go do? You probably ain't gonna go do nothing but go watch Jeopardy or something, huh? Probably can sit up and watch All My Children and shit, huh? Like just trying to keep you on the phone. Like, ma'am, okay, I gotta go. That's why girl, I used to hang up in people's face, girl. I don't give a fuck about that. Sometimes the phone really did die, and I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. Or sometimes I say, bitch, let me hang up this, let me hang this phone up. Because mama's pulling this energy, girl. I gotta go. Okay. If Beyonce shot on the outside, she's definitely one of those types that have a calculating mind. I'm not saying evil or manipulative, but she def has a keen mind. I don't know why. I just feel it. Well, she's also ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the planet, like you said, of analytical, calculating mind, strategizing, observing, plotting. All that good stuff, honey. Yes, honey. Yes. What amazes me is the beauty of nature and how powerful it is. Makes us animals and people connect me to spirit. I know that's right, honey. That's why it's so good. I'm gonna take me a vacation in 2 weeks. I got a lot of things I have to do. Oh my God, y'all. I gotta go take one of my cars to get brakes, rotors, girl. Oh girl. Do a tune up on it, get everything switched out to keep everything running good. Whew. And as soon as I recover from that, then I'm gonna go take a break. Probably around the new moon too. A much needed break. You know, I don't know where if it's gonna be in nature somewhere or if I'm just gonna be in a nice, hotel or Airbnb and just, be catered to. I don't know. You know, have someone come and cook food for me, have someone come and give me a nice massage, have somebody to walk my babies for me, and I just sit around, I be that lazy ass bitch. Who knows? But I deserve this. Okay, me being in my house, okay, yeah, I do live by myself. I could be in here and just take my vacation here, but now you're around the house. Now you're looking at things like, I need to do this. I need to do that. Let me go do this. Let me go do that. It never fails, y'all. I think the last time I took a day off where I just literally just stayed in the bed all day and watched TV was probably last year. So it's like I need to go somewhere, disconnect, okay, and just be with nature, okay. Like say if that means the hotel in a nice area, Arizona or something, I don't know, Palm Springs, I don't know, but be outside. I can go out there with my captain on, butt booty ass naked, and feel the nature, hear the birds chirping, see the butterflies and the dragonflies fly around, feel the grass in my feet, let my dogs run around and play with each other, bite each other, Bella, this bitch got allergies, so mama gonna be itching like a motherfucker, but it's okay. Go out there and just have that me time. Okay. And that's what I'm gonna do, honey, in 2 weeks. Okay, come on in here. Nature is definitely Saturn. I know that's right, honey. Octavia Saint Laurent pay homage to a mother who brought us out the dark ages. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, Octavia. Yes, honey. Yes, she did, honey. Was she talking about Octavia? Was she talking about Octavia? Because I'm like, what did Octavia do that was missionary? No shade. What did Octavia do? We remember Octavia from Paris is Burning with her fine ass boyfriend on that TV show. That's what made me want a New York man too, because I said, "Ooh, these New York men be looking so sexy. I want me a New York man that's tall and handsome and about that life, and he's okay with me being that special type of girl, because it takes a special type of man to be with a girl like me." And Paris and Burning kind of said, it kind of made me say, "Yeah, let me be that girl." But I'm like, no tea, no shame. I'm like, what did Paris do? I mean, what did Octavia do? Not Paris. What did Octavia do for us? We know that she was trying to get into the modeling industry, but I don't think she ever made it. No tea, no shade. All due respect. Mm. Anyway, mm. Not picking cotton all of that's what she be looking like. That week be looking tight and through, and she be sweating. There's three people that be sweating on that stage like they on some good shit. Well, there was four. Whitney Houston was one of them. Okay, and I tell people this before. Mama wasn't sweating like a crackhead. Mama was sweating like she had something with her heart, and allegedly, it's come out that girl. Yeah, whatever. Mama had heart disease or something. I don't know. But I'm like, yeah, that's sweating like that. That's something with the blood. That sweat. So Beyonce gave me that. Fantasia gave me that. Whitney gave me that. And there's another person I can't think of right now where it's like, ooh, girl, y'all got that fan on you. People wearing jackets in the damn arena. And you like, girl, you sweating, girl. Like, ooh, something is going on with that body. Yeah, honey. There's something with the heart, the blood, or the lungs, honey. Okay. Beyonce done tapped into a plantation spirit. I know that's right, honey. Yeah, Beyonce, they trying to get her. She has high security. I think Mama has anxiety and PTSD, but that's what I'm seeing. Definitely, it could definitely be. It could definitely be honey. You know, if she does, she's definitely a sister of mine. Megan Thee Stallion have anxiety too, according to what she said, girl. Hello, she got a song called Anxiety. Hello? Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. I really like her music, y'all. I love Megan music. I love her ethics. I love everything I've seen now in person. I don't know how she would be in person, but I love what I see so far. And Mama's been on the scene for what, 4 years, 3 years now. I listened to a song called Red Wine. I listened to a song called Flip Flops, and I listened to a song called Anxiety. I had it on replay today, and I just said like, Mama is really talented. Whether there's a ghostwriter or not, Mama is rapping like those are her words. Other rappers that I hear, and there's no Tino Shade with them, like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion are probably the only two rappers that I can think of right off the top of my head, that I love and listen to a lot, that their music sound like it's them, right? It sound like it's coming from them for them. These other rappers, it's like, yeah, somebody's giving them this because I'm not really convinced that this is their line. Like I'm getting a little too extra, over the top, cranberry, raspberry type of shit. Like, yeah, I'm not convinced, Mama. Somebody's writing that for you, and you didn't study the lines before recording it. You probably text them and say, "Yeah, I'm going to the studio tomorrow. I need you to write me a 16 bar hook." 16 bars with a hook by tomorrow morning. Then they get the song, they go in the studio, they read it for 2 minutes, and they start rapping it. Like, bitch, you need to rehearse those lines, girl. Like Nicki Minaj and Megan Thee Stallion be doing, girl. They be you, yeah, girl. If people write for them, girl, they be studying those lyrics before they get in there and sing it. So it sounds good. It sounds like it's them, regardless of what these hoes be saying, honey. Okay, you could never. Okay, wait. If someone's sweating a lot, that means heart disease. No, we're talking about the way that they're sweating. Allegedly these celebrities be working out. If you're working out, your body will be used to that type of temperature, right? Thermogenics. So we've seen people do way more harsher exercising dance moves on stage, and they don't be sweating like that. Okay, when I say sweating, I mean like, honey, it looked like somebody threw a mop bucket of water on them. Okay, that's what I mean by sweating. Okay, like they be having all that water above their lip, on their forehead, the wig glue starts slipping back, and I'm just like, girl, the neck be wet, the cleavage be wet, the back be wet. It's like, girl, mama, I thought you work out. Why are you on stage just flopping back and forth and you sweat like that? Okay, hello, you know, no. See, yeah, Beyonce's definitely alchemista. I know that's right, and alchemista. I know that's right, honey. Yes, get those brakes and mountains or brakes and maintain it so reliable you'll never get stuck. I know that's right. Listen, I know somebody, Jay, excuse me, Joey, that okay. So when you get your brakes done, you should have your calipers, you should have your brake fluid, all that stuff um looked at because it may not need to be replaced, okay? But it may. So you should have all that checked out. I know people that literally did not know about all that, Joey, and they literally were put in very dangerous situations. And I'm just like, I guess I'm that person that I like to look up what I'm getting myself into. I don't just jump into shit. So with a car, like you got to really do a lot with a car. Like even if you had a bucket, it takes money to maintain a car. Like every 3,000 miles to every 10,000 miles, you should be doing something to that car. Tire rotations, oil changes, um, struts, like, honey, tune ups, coil packs, ignition coils. Like, there's always something with a vehicle. And the more you drive, the more you need to do with it. So it's like people have driven their car all year long, and it's October, right, coming up, and they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't get an oil change." Like, wait a minute. You've been driving all year every day and you didn't get an oil change? Oh, bitch, that engine is gone. Okay. I want you and Willow to have a sit down. I do too. You gonna set it up? You gonna have it? You gonna set it up, Joey? We're gonna do it. We're gonna have a sit down. Okay. You gonna set it up for me? Set it up for me, honey. We can make it happen. It's crazy because even though that red blonde Frisco, which said, "Who's a red blonde? Who's the red blonde Frisco witch?" Said Beyonce was connected to the alchemy in the video years back. Like Beyonce really oozes that energy. Who the hell is a red blonde Frisco witch? Now, I'm not being funny. It doesn't take a psychic or witch to point out that anybody, because alchemists is people that's able to turn nothing into something. So there's even people that are alchemists that are not well-known alchemists, if that makes sense. So that's nothing special, and especially going into the entertainment industry, we know that the entertainment industry runs off of the occult um, knowledge. The occulto. We know this already. Going into songs, you listen to a lot of songs. They release this information. Matter of fact, a song just came up. Oh my god, a couple of days ago, honey, called Computer Love, girl. And they said, we don't need astrology. We just need our computer technology. Now, you look up when Computer Love came out. So, anyway, I'm just saying that they've always been into that stuff. Apollonia, girl, she was a girl, one of the Prince girls. We knew that Prince was into witchery and all that good shit. We're not stupid. That's why he loved the color purple. But Apollonia, you could see this woman now, an older woman, a woman of a particular. Mama's a witch. Mama's in some heavy, dark ass energy, and it might be basic, it might be simple because we don't know. Well, yeah, she's a musician, so her magic ain't manifest in that arena, but we don't know. If Mama got a mansion somewhere in the hill, and she got slaves locked up in a dungeon, or Mama's got her money invested in some underground shit that they're not talking about. Like we don't know that. Like power does not have to be seen. Like everybody don't talk about their business. It's called moving in silence. So going into Beyonce, clearly Beyonce is the alchemist. I mean, no shade. Going in from 1996 on up, going into how her group changed around and Mama always maintained. Come on in here. Going into how when the group broke up, Mama still maintained and soared to the top. Let's talk about it for a minute. Also going into Marie Laveau. Allegedly, she's the descendant of Marie Laveau. So even if there is an illusion around Marie Laveau being, a witch, and then some people said she wasn't, she was just a scammer. Either way, there is still a good percentage or possibility that Mama's connected to power, especially Mama being successful in her level, in her game. Mama's living out her dreams. She wants to be number one, and Mama's number one. Hello. And the ego probably got her Still going, honey. Hello. But mom wants to be number one. Now she's number one. That's all I'm saying, honey. But who that Frisco blonde witch? Red blonde Frisco witch. Is it the one that lives in Antioch? Is this one we thinking about, honey? Bitch. Nikki has been shady with the girls on Twitter, i.e. Megan. But see, Nikki, listen, Nikki ain't shady though. Nikki is just very opinionated, okay? Nikki is a Sagittarius, okay? And what you got to know about Sagittarius is, honey, they say what they mean. And if they're healthy, they mean what they say. So Nikki is being shady with all these girls because she felt like she's been betrayed. Okay? Nikki felt like all these hoes betrayed her. And no Tino shade, Nikki, but this is why we need to separate personal from business. Megan did business moves. Mama did these collabs with other people because it was a business move. Mama said, I want to get my Grammy. Mama said, I want to get my number one album. Mama said, I want to be number one. Like, fuck that shit. Like, fuck that. It's business, sis. I'm here trying to get the paper. Unfortunately, you're taking it personal. You're getting caught up because you've been there, you done that. But mama, let me get mine. So Nikki, like I said, I think that she do need to step back and understand that it's nothing personal. It's all business. Okay. I see it for Megan. Megan, mother was a rapper. Mama didn't make it that big. Mama is living her dream and a mama's dream. So we can't even knock it. We can't even hate on it. Mama's trying to live it the best way she can, and all we can do is just support it. I'm pro right. Okay, that's it. Bitch. Megan didn't have what have Megan done to any of us? Nothing. Oh my god, yeah, I'm 2 hours in. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. Y'all be keeping me here past my time. I gotta fucking go. When needs to get her thyroid removed? Her eyes are bulging from great disease. Where's her doctor? What's the tea? I'm sorry about her. Listen, we just talking about gossip, honey. That ain't my business. How do we know that she has something with her thyroid? How do we know the mama don't got a brain tumor? How do we know that her wigs ain't too tight that it's cutting off her circulation in her brain? How do we know that her Graves' disease ain't really is nothing really but something from her getting her ass whooped and they saying it's Graves' disease? Like we don't know that. That's very confidential. That's very HIPAA to me. It's very HIPAA-ish. I really do hope for the best for Auntie Wendy. I do feel like, she needs to delete everybody around her life. She needs to detox. She needs to block, ban, and delete. She's already a sensitive person. Cancers are very sensitive. So you're more prone to have mental breakdowns, and you're more prone to have what we're seeing Wendy go through right now. Mama have people around her that are supporting her in her old self. And it's sad. But, I have faith in Wendy. She can do it. I have faith in her. I feel like people need to step in. Somebody need to come in, a strong person. That's why I'm so upset at her fucking brother, Tommy Williams. I'm so upset at that motherfucker because instead of you being there to try to help your sister, snakes in a motherfucking bush, he gets on motherfucking internet and I gotta talk about my sister today and I gotta take out her business. Like, no, Tommy, get your ass about motherfucking Florida and go check on your fucking sister, bitch. We want to see a video of you knocking on that fucking hotel door or excuse me, hotel, not hotel. Yeah, mama live in a hotel, right? Like a penthouse, like a apartment in a hotel. That's why I keep saying hotel. But I want to see you with paparazzi, Tommy. Get your ass about bitch. You about fitness, bitch. Get the fuck up out of Florida. Take your ass over to the motherfucking New York and check on your fucking sister. Fuck what the fuck you saying on this fucking internet, bitch. With all due respect. With all due respect. That's what I want to go see. But I can't stand a trifling ass motherfucker that's sitting here. I'm concerned about my sister, y'all, and I'm hurting too. No, you not. No, you not. Where's the footage of you going to go check on your sister? You trying to get caught off your sister. Bummy ass fool. Oh, I can't stand that shit. That's how I fuck with people. I can't fuck with that. I really care about her. She needs to go get help. We're really concerned with her. Bitch, where is the sympathy at? Where's the proof that you sent her cards? Where's the proof that you went to go see her? Y'all, I booked the plane ticket. I went to go see her, but she didn't want to let me in. Like, where is the proof at? Why are you not setting it up with intervention so people can get y'all together and y'all have family therapy? Like, bitch, because it's bullshit. You're fake as fuck. You're on some fake ass shit. And like I said, you're either with people or you're against people. A lot of people are against Wendy because they're jealous of her. Auntie Wendy has done a lot of great things in this world. She's done a lot of great things for bloggers, black bloggers, female bloggers, gay bloggers. It doesn't matter what the fuck you identify as. Mama has done a lot of shit for you. Okay, that's why she got the radio all what is it? Famers title, bitch. Hall of Fame. Mama has knocked down some bridges for you hoes. And now y'all feel like y'all could just talk slick in the motherfucking mouth because you feel like you can. And what I would do, well, she can't do that. Never mind. She's a celebrity. I'm like, I will make sure I get paid from all you hoes talking shit about me. But she's a celebrity, so she can't do that. But everybody else can. Bitch, I'll be like, let me get a check from this motherfucker. He got his views talking about me. Let me get that money. But it's like mama needs love. Mama didn't get love from her mother. Mama didn't get love from her mother. She needed it. She didn't get love and respect from her mother. And it's what we get. Mama went through life. She became an addict. Mama got over that, and now life has triggered it back into her life. But once again, we should be helping and not talking shit about her. We should be, sending her words of encouragement and Wendy, please get better. But instead, every time you turn around, you got some hot shot ass, stink ass blogger sitting here. Yeah, I got some more news for y'all today. Like, bitch, fuck the news, bitch. Tell us about your marriage. What you got going on with your husband? What you got going on here with your yoni? What you got going on here with your health? Bitch, talk about you with us. I can't trust the bitch to talk about everybody else but themselves. What about you? What about your life? Tell me what's going on with you, ma'am. What's going on with you? How you doing? Okay. But you don't want to talk about it because you know that your shit stinks too. Well, maybe this is karma because Wendy was talking about a lot of people. Yeah, she was. She talked about, Nicki Minaj's husband right before she got sick and shit. Okay. But once again, when you're a celebrity, that's what happens. Bitch, don't become a celebrity, you won't get talked about. Pure point blank. Y'all act like mama was in her fucking kitchen table talking about it with her best friend, and then the news got it. Oh my God, y'all see Wendy at her table talk shit about Nicki Minaj? No. Mama got on her TV and mama talked her shit about her motherfucking husband. Once again, it came into the public media. You are a celebrity and people are going to talk about it. Keep it moving, sis. But now that, yeah, she's fucked up. She didn't have to talk about that TikToker that passed away was making fun of his death. Girl, get the fuck up out of here. Get the fuck up out of here, girl. Girl, I've seen pictures and videos of people making fun of mothers making fun of their own children's death. Girl, hell, mothers even killing their own children. I get the fuck up out of here, girl. Mama did what she did. Mama thought that it could have backfired. Mama thought it was cute and funny, but mama did what a lot of people were thinking and saying any motherfucking way, bitch. Sorry, not sorry. Okay, sorry, not sorry, girl. Y'all may, oh, that's just so sad that he passed away, though. Okay, I mean, girl. Okay, mama said what she said. Uh, this motherfucker got more followers than me. Girl, she said what she said. Y'all trying to check her? Bitch, fuck you. Check your mama. Check your mama, boo. Check your mama and see why the fuck she didn't raise you right. Trying to check her for what the fuck she said on her show. Bitch, check your stanky ass mother for not raising you the right way. So what the fuck I said? Taking that shit back. Bitch. Wendy said what she said, and I stand behind Wendy. Somebody tried to say that Wendy's anti-gay. She was making fun of gay and trans people. No, the fuck she wasn't, bitch. No, the fuck she wasn't. Mama said, leave woman's clothes for women, girl. If you feel like you're a woman, she wasn't coming for you. She was talking about the Uncle Cliffords, honey. That's the fuck she was talking about. She wasn't coming for you. Okay. Oh, I think she said something about Caitlyn. Caitlyn's not a transgender woman. Okay. So let her talk about cross dressing Sissy Caitlyn. They call them sissies. That's Sissy Caitlyn. Let her talk about Sissy Caitlyn, honey. That's not our fucking concern. Mama didn't say, I can't stand these sissies. Mama didn't say, oh my God, Caitlyn, I'm so annoyed by you. I can't believe that you really think you're a woman, you're a man. Like, mama didn't say nothing derogatory. Mama gave her personal opinion about that person. She didn't call that person out their name. She didn't, girl, bitch, like I said, check your mother. Okay. Check the bitch that had you. Okay. Maybe you'll be getting you maybe you'll get somewhere. Okay. Check the bitch that had you and didn't raise you right. Okay. Wendy said what the fuck she said, bitch. And who gonna check her? Bitch. Y'all still ain't checking. Y'all talking shit about her on here. Y'all won't check her in person. Anyway, God. Come on in here, Jay. Come on in here, Jay. Yes, Jay. Come on in here. Listen, I gotta go. Yo, the cancer and Frisco Wedge. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? I want to know. Is it the one that was talking about a transgender that wear the blonde wig and now mama wear blonde hair too? Just curious. Just curious, not saying anything, not saying, anything but anything. Is it that person? The one I never used to get on with lashes and makeup and shit and, was talking shit about blonde hair transgender who you saw was get on camera with lashes and wigs and now the girls are doing it? No? Is that the one? Just curious to know. Just curious. I'm actually starting to get that now with Nikki that recently I've stopped giving a fuck about speaking my mind. And even Nikki says, "That's just so you know I'm an optimist." I know that's right. I know that's right, honey. Come on, Optimus. Optimus Prime. That's her nickname, honey. Ew. I would love to have Nikki, Megan, I would say Wendy Williams too, but they would have to hash it out because I really feel like Wendy would storm out the room and Nikki would follow after her, and then I would try to intervene, and then Nicki Minaj security would probably manhandle me, and then my people would have to get involved, and then that would just be a whole nasty thing. So you know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, I'm thinking realistically. I would just love to be, in a space where I could, talk with a few people and see them and just, assess them energetically in person. Okay. And, I would love to do that, you know. Anyway. It's because moon children care too much for others. Cut that, my people. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, honey. Yeah, moon children are just extra sensitive. We just go into extra sensitivity. Sometimes though they try to push that to the side, and of course, people that are considering, because of course I told you I'm a cuss. Um, you're emotional and you need to be emotional. You need to express your emotions. There's no, I'm not going to tell the world, I'm not going to express myself. That right there will cause moon children to become mentally ill. That will cause moon children to make poor decisions. And then last but not least, they will have a premature death. Okay. Going into the heart. I would love to know the correspondence between cancers and how many cancer people have died from a heart attack, heart disease, or anything with the heart. I would love to know that. That'd be very interesting. Very, very interesting to know. Okay. Didn't know she was a cancer. I understood her sensitivity now. Yeah, Wendy, honey, huh? Yes. Olokun intercede. I know that's right, honey. Didn't know she was a cancer. I understood her sensitivity. Oh, Auntie Wendy or who? Who? You talk about this Frisco witch? I'm the girl. Listen, an opinion was made about me. I decided to check a bitch privately, and the bitch didn't want to answer no phone call. And I just don't understand. But now I understand because people do things for clout. They don't do things for real things. They don't do things for their real expression. It's only for what can I do to get more views? And it's just like, so you doing it for views or you doing it for money? Like, what is your main purpose? Like, is it the views just to get validation of your experience? Is it to help people to hopefully fund your dreams? Like, what is going on? Because once again, there's people with less followers and they're probably making more money than the people that have all those followers. I'm just saying, I'm speaking from inside opinions, okay? I can't speak for everybody else. But from what I can see, in YouTube, they got a YouTube stats where it tell you how much your channel's making. It's like, yeah, honey, you doing all this funky, bunky, dunky, dunky shit, and yet you still got GoFundMe's up. You doing all this funky, dunky, funky shit. Yeah, you coming on the channel and you fight with people because they don't want to tribute to you. And I keep telling y'all, I don't care if y'all don't contribute or want to be a part of anything. Those who support are why I'm still here. And I'm going to pay attention to the ones that support more than the lack of support. And that's just being said because I want the support to grow. So it's like I'm not going to get on here and disrespect those who are helping and contributing and be like, no, fuck you. Y'all not going to be sending over that Cash App and that Venmo. Fuck you too. And stop asking those questions. Like, ma'am, get off the internet then. Bitch, do a private video for those who pay you then so they can pay you more. Like, no shade. Like, no, ma'am. Like, what's really going on? So, like I said, yeah, I don't care if you want to contribute or not, but just know if you're not contributing, I'm not here for you. I don't want to say it like that, but I'm saying it like that. I'm not here for you, okay? Because I don't get paid off my views. But I'm also not going to be disrespectful because I learned a long time ago, and I told y'all the story years ago. I believe in having goals and purposes, and I'm going to be done. And I trust in the universe that the universe will always bring you your goals. And years ago, when I was a struggling cam model, that means that I only was a cam model. That was my main source of income. And I said, oh my God, like, I need to make sure I have a work schedule because I need to make sure this money is coming. I need to make this much money a day. The days I didn't make that much money, I was upset. I was irritated. I was frustrated. I was a little depressed. I was like, fuck, I didn't make my goal, whatever, whatever. But I remember that I got on here and two of these people, this is why I have a PlayStation right now, honey. Come on in here. And my online membership stay paid. Hello? Come on in here. Ow! Come on in here. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And another reason why I don't have to get on cam every day no more, because I still am a part of the adult entertainment industry. But one person, oh, come on in here. Two people, if you're nice. Oh, come on in here. One of them is a Nigerian. Shout out to my Nigerians out there, honey. Ow, come on here, Nigerians, honey. Ow. But anyway, I remember getting on camera and there was somebody on there that was gray, y'all. And this day changed my life because it made me think of things in another perspective. But I'm there and a gray person came in the room and they were saying some stupid shit. And my mods were like, let me block them. And I said, no. Like, someone's like, no, bitch, that's your blessing. You don't even know it. But I was like, no, because, they got something to say and I like somebody that speak their truth. Bitch. So the motherfucker was talking and shit. And I was like, okay, you're right, maybe right, blah, 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 going on. And y'all, the next day, I get on there and the person was colored. Now, mind you, they were gray for many, many days before they became colored. But I got on there, they were purple. Purple means they had 2,000 plus coins on them. Okay, 2,000 coins is $100. So I'm like, oh, he's colored. Okay, so is he gonna tip me? What's going on here? And literally, he tipped me 1,500 tokens, sent me a message, and said, "Do you accept PayPal or Western Union?" And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, I'm gonna send you an email. I have a proposition for you. So y'all, of course, I'm sitting there just chatting away. And he was like, do you sell personal content? I was like, yes, I do. Okay, well, how much you charge? And I said, well, to be honest with you, you know, my goal is 150 a day. I would love for you, if it's going to be personal and private, and I got to basically orchestrate around you, I don't want to go under 500. And if that's too much for you, let me know. I wasn't gonna go cheap, bitch. I was just like, bitch, let me know. And he's like, no, that's definitely enough. Okay, well, how do I send the money to you? So I'm like, wait a minute. So you're gonna send money? What exactly are we doing here? Gave me the rundown, asked for my information, y'all. He sent the money. I went to West Union to pick up the money, y'all, and it was 4,000 American dollars. And I just was blown by this, y'all. I was blown by this. And so I said, oh my God. So I remember that, right? And I just kept being sweet and nice to this person and all great people for that matter. I was like, bitch, I'm not shitting on nobody because you never know. They might be going through something, bitch. When they get right, they'll get it right and they'll help you. Who knows? I don't know. And then the next person hit me up and they were a little, struggling with their identity. And I kind of told them, hey, you should blah 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 blah. So it became like a client friend type relationship. We started talking off of there, and they started buying me stuff off my wish list, like cameras and computers and y'all, just like stupid shit, y'all, where I would just put something on the list that was $5 and they would buy it. And I still got two new cameras right now too, y'all, that were $100 a piece, still in there, and I think they're $200 now, brand new in the package. This person bought for me 2 years ago. And so I think about that, and even going into the people on here that gift me and stuff, like I would have never thought that they would be gifting me. That was never my plan and my agenda to say, I want to come in here and get free money, right? Because I believe in working for things. But once again, you don't know people's potential. You don't know who people are. You could be sitting here talking with somebody that you think is somebody and you can't see them. And come to find out it's somebody big. I told you about my two celebrity clients, and going into even that a Darn Tanner person. That person's actually a manager for well-known artists. And I'm not going to get into no names because, bitch, like I said, we still have a good contact. And even if we didn't, I wouldn't talk about it. So it's like you don't know who you're dealing with until you see these people. Even going to the person that bought my Chrysler. Okay. He was a professional NFL football player. Okay. So I'm like, honey, you just don't know who you're entertaining. And to be like, yeah, honey, I'm only here for the money, and you don't got the money, fuck you, screw you. Bitch, you don't know this person is holding out on you, and every day you get on here, they're like, listen, I'm put away $500. I'm put away $1,000 because I like what this person's talking about. And when I get ready, I'm gonna drop that money all at one time. Like you never know. And I'm not saying to do this for that. Like do this for you. But I'm saying like don't be like, oh yeah, they're not paying me. I don't give a fuck what they're talking about. No, be fair. Be fair, honey, because you never know. And like I said, I'm here to help people. It's not just always about the money because I can work a regular job to get the money. There's other things I could do. I could become a stripper. I could get back into the cam show shit. Like there's other things I could do to make money. I'm literally and sincerely here to help people once again. In situations that people were not able to help me in, or people wouldn't help me, or maybe I was afraid to ask people, but nobody was talking about those things on the internet, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Like people are not talking about the shit that people need to hear. What I wanted to hear. Once again, that's how I really care for people, and there's no shade, no cutting on anybody. But a lot of these people are just Dr. Seuss spiritualists. And it's like, you're saying the same shit that people already talked about. Like, where's the real true tea at? Because if you believed in what you said, then you wouldn't have to file bankruptcy. If you believed in what you said, you wouldn't have to get in trouble for stealing money from an account that you knew didn't have money in it. I mean, like, come on, let's talk about it. Like, so once again, you don't believe in what you believe in because you will put your magic where your mouth is. You will walk and speak and do things of the spirit. You will know that you're greater than your flesh. You're greater than what you currently have now. And you know that all things are possible. Having the faith of a mustard seed, size of mustard seed, brings in miracles as big as a fucking mountain. And you understand this because the universe will always give you what you need. So I don't wake up stressing like, oh my God, I can't do it today. Because you never know. It might be the day where you find a wallet with $100 in it and the person give you $10,000. It might be the day where you get a scratch off or find a scratch off because I don't believe in gambling, just help you find a winning one. I remember one time in particular, a guy gave me four scratch off tickets, and this is the creepiest thing about it. If I was friends with this one person, I call him right now, they could tell you. We went out to eat, and this guy just kept talking, 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 and she's like, "Ooh, girl, I'm about to go," because this motherfucker's talking out her ear. No, bitch, let them talk. And a guy gave me four scratch off tickets, y'all, that was worth $10 a ticket. Oh, bitch, I paid for the dinner. I went to go cash those tickets in. I did that right. I went to go cash those fucking tickets in, bitch. I was like, bitch, $40. Hell yeah, bitch. So I'm like, you never know. Today might be that day. Have those goals and do everything you need to do to achieve them, honey. Anyway, y'all, I'm really gonna go right now. It's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I gotta really go. Love and light, honey. I wish y'all all the best with all y'all do. Keep your shit up, honey. The twisted magica that's on Wayward Path. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right. No, you don't. You did not got Wendy's number. You lying. Do you think Wendy's purposely trying to seem out of it? She's genuinely suffering. Hmm. I think there's truths in the lies. That's what I think. Oh, how crazy. I'm sure it's been plenty of cancers that have mastered the heart. I know that's right, honey. No, Olokun help Wendy constantly. Miss Blonde Braids should have kept her mouth cute. Listen, I know that's right. I know. That's why Mama got that money. Y'all think Mama was stupid enough to keep all her money locked into Where's Fargo? Now, I'm not the one to gossip, but y'all think Mama really kept all her money and assets in Where's Fargo? And Mama like, I only got $2 to my name. Bullshit, bitch. Bullshit. Girl, bye. Anyway, love and light, y'all. Bye for now. twospiritmystic.blogspot.com. And remember, you hold the key. Okay? Everything is possible, y'all. Y'all, we're moving into a very, very powerful season. Energy is getting stronger. Things are coming in, and at this time I encourage you to reevaluate everything in your life: person, places, things, job, housing. It does not matter. You need to sit down. You need to reevaluate all that. Am I happy at this job? No, move. Do it. Get another job. Am I happy with this friendship and relationship? No, bitch, end it and start another one. Bitch, you gotta go. Okay, it gotta go. You gotta go. They gotta go. Okay. Anyway, y'all, bye for now, honey. Securitas. I know that's right, honey. I know that's right, Bella. But you, yeah, baby. I'm looking at her too. I know. I'm looking at her too. This bitch is getting crazy, honey. I say bye, y'all. She waking up, licking me. Go to bed. Go over there with baby. Go over there with baby. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, honey. Go over there. Go over there. They over there with baby. They over there with the baby. They over there with him. Go over there. Go over there. Lay over there with baby. Baby. No. 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 Anyway, y'all. Bye for now, y'all. Love and light. Thank y'all for stopping by here this night and converse with me, honey. Exchanging this energy. Okay. Bye for now, y'all. Yes.